Intro seeker unhooked. Big up, everybody. Big up, big up. How are you? We are here for the panel show. So basically, we're just going to let people come on, have their say, talk some football. I ended the watch along early because I was bored. Not going to lie. I couldn't do it. I was not my best self towards the end of that stream. I wasn't even paying attention. So I thought I would switch to this stream to, get things livened up again, talk to some people, and have a good time. We did something similar to this a couple of weeks ago during another FA Cup weekend. And it looks like bootleg Jack Grealish is coming on for Forest as well. Or is he coming off? No, he's coming on. Bootleg Jack Grealish is coming on the pitch. But big up to all of you. I hope you're doing well. And basically, you can come on the panel and just talk football a bit if you would like. All I ask is that your camera is on for safety purposes, for myself and for the viewers, because, don't want anyone being weird. This is the internet, so, I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to. And big up to you, Richo. Yeah, we're going to get started here, but big up to y'all. Big up to y'all. 1 second here. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or if you want to ask the panelists that come on anything, you're more than welcome to do so. Let me just share the link in the chat really quick and pin it. All right. That's up there. Okay, we'll get things started here. Nobody scored still, so that's fun. Yes, Eid Mubarak. People were celebrating tomorrow. Yes, Eid Mubarak to all of you that celebrate, definitely. Definitely. All right, big up to you, MF Ghost. Big up to you. Big up to you. All right, we got someone in the building. All right, let's get this thing going. Big up, A Kevin.
Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Watching this dead rubber football match. That's what
I know.
Dead
I know. It's rough. It's rough. How's your international break been?
Actually, quite good. I didn't miss club football one bit. I genuinely didn't miss club football at all. Like today was, I think. Do you know what? I think over the past week I've gained. I don't mean to brag, but I've gained like almost 12 subs on my YouTube channel, and I went on the Big Six call-in show. So.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's been a good international break, and yeah, we're getting closer to that March goal of 170 stuff. So yeah.
What did you talk about on the Big Six?
The Trent news that broke through.
Okay.
The Trent to Real Madrid, yeah, and then like a lot of Liverpool fans are so pissed off at Trent. Yeah, like he owes them nothing. Like he's won everything with Liverpool. He owes them nothing. Liverpool fans, I'm sure they were upset with McManaman when he went to Real Madrid back in the day. Well, had the same energy for Trent then. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say to these Liverpool fans. I have to say.
Kieran, let's preface this by saying we can miss club football, just not Man United. Okay. Like,
no,
of course.
It's just this game has just been so boring. That's it. I want to watch like Real Madrid. I want to watch European games again. So I don't mind club football back. It's just the European games that I miss. I don't really miss the club, like the Premier League or whatever it is. It's been a horrible season. I can't lie. Not just from a United perspective, but just like in the Premier League in general. I think it's just been a terrible season. Real talk.
Yeah, definitely. Macy, how are you?
Oh, what's up, Sky? How are you doing? It's been quite a while since we've seen each other.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching a couple of England games, and England have really started to look pretty well since Tuchel came in, and he's really started to get the players like gelling together in this new system that he's creating, and it's going to take time, and hopefully we'll see whether or not England can start competing for trophies now, because I mean, I admire Southgate for what he did when he took us to 2 finals, but in the end, the better team beat us. Italy beat us and Spain beat us. But yeah, but we've got a better manager than Southgate, and I think now we have a great chance of winning the World Cup next season. It is impossible because Spain, France, and Italy are all like gonna like make their squad better. So we should not underestimate them. So next season, next year's World Cup will decide the fate of our nation. So let's see next year.
It's not going to be easy. I would even argue you throw in Argentina and Germany as well, personally.
Yeah, and Brazil too.
I don't think you'd have to worry about Brazil. I mean, I think they got a new manager. I think they just sacked theirs, didn't they? So maybe, but I don't think Brazil's going to be an issue. They could, but I'm not putting my money there.
Yeah, I agree. I think Brazil are so washed right now. Like, once such a top nation with so many of the best footballers you could name in the history of the game, and now to be fair, I no disrespect to some of the players that they have now. Obviously, you have Vini, Rodrigo. They're good players, right? They're world-class players. But there are so many players now that are playing for relegation fodder sides. This is not disrespect to any player, but you're playing for you're not playing for top clubs. Like back in the day, you had R9, you had what's it called? You had Ronaldinho, you had Rivaldo, you had all the players you could name it. Brazil literally had a squad. Like the Galactic. Like if you want to talk about Galacticos, that is Galacticos at its best. Like prime Galacticos right there. But the bar is now so low in football is that the players that are coming up right now, for me, I just don't think that they're at the level that we all think they'd be at. I don't think I think Brazil can be a threat, but I don't see any reason why they should leave out players like Neymar, who have done so much in the game. You know, Neymar has done so much in the game for Brazil. I understand the last World Cup, there's been some issues, but I don't think you can leave him out of the squad. And I know the injury concerns and everything, but you have to bring your experienced players. You have to bring your best players. You can't leave them out. For players that they have right now, and the way that Brazil lost to Argentina the other day without Messi, yeah, it's embarrassing. That's really, really embarrassing. Like
especially with the way like Rafinha was talking and kind of like, what he was saying. I mean, I think he should have just shut his mouth, because when it comes to Brazil, they're not even close. I kind of wanted to do a video essay a bit on like how I feel like the quality of football as a whole.
Yeah.
Kind of, this might sound crazy, but I feel like Brazil is a key part of that. Like, I feel like when Brazil is doing well, like it kind of influences football as a whole in general.
Yeah. The Joga Bonitos, right?
Yeah. And then when obviously now, like they've just fell off, and I kind of feel like football has done the same. So I kind of wanted to do a little.
I don't want to promote this. Right? I don't even promote my channel again, but I literally have a video on my channel discussing the standards of football. It's my only video. The rest are all live videos. I did a video discussing about standards of football and how football's like become dead. It's just dead now. Go and have a look. It's there on my channel. The first video will be there. It's just
awesome.
No thumbnail. So yeah, you can have a look. Awesome. But I agree. But football is so like. I think the standards have just fallen off so much. I just don't see a reason why, Well, I see a reason for it to become like the same again, the same football it was back in the day. But people are too soft on players now. They're too easygoing with players. Like fans are no longer that like that insane level type like that Real Madrid back in the day. Like Barcelona when they used to storm the pitch, or when their fans used to kick cars. I don't condone all of that. What I'm trying to say is at least they're sending a message.
Yeah,
fans like that, we don't have it anymore in football. English fans especially.
I'm probably gonna push back on that point. I think, because I think honestly, what I would say in the regards to that topic is I think it feels that way partly because I think the average player, for me, I think is better nowadays, and I think because of that, it kind of makes it harder for like the players that are supposed to be the stars to like stand out more. So it kind of just creates, so it's like just like less entertaining as a result. Because like I do a lot of digging as well. Like I will spend time to like just watch random games from like 20, 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, low key, if we ever do, we should have like we need to have like have you guys ever heard of a playback? Like because I think for that streaming platform, like you can like actually play like game footage without like copyright or whatever. Because like I've been wanting to do this where like I make like a list of like matches to like actually watch them back again. Because I don't think like I think football's evolved, but I don't think it's like quote unquote worse per se. Although I will concede that maybe from like
I understand your point, bro. I understand your point, bro. But the thing is, like, the players that we had back in the day are a lot better than what we had right now. Like, if you go,
I think the perception is, I think they have a better perception because you were talking about like social media. I think the mystique of players now, because of social media and because of how many ways to quantify how good players are and how many games there are and how many games people have access to watching, it's just not like you're not gonna get that same like no one's gonna turn on TV and be like, oh my god, like Rafinha's playing, or oh my god, like Vinny's playing, because we watch them like every week, right? It's not like 20, 30 years ago where like you're only really watching like one game on the TV a week and then like maybe like matches there, whatever highlight show. Like we have in-depth stats for like everything. So it's just gonna be like pretty much any player that has like a good game, if they have a bad game, you're gonna hear about it on social media. If they have a terrible game, you're gonna find that fail comp like within like the next hour or two. So if you do this enough times, even if they have like end up having a good season overall, you're not gonna come away with having like that good feeling on that play, because you're gonna remember all the times they weren't up to snuff either.
But one thing I do agree with you though is that the pace of the game is definitely much faster now. I 100% agree with that. But I think for me, if you're talking about like elite level ballers, right, like the pure footballer that you used to watch, like the Ronaldinho, the R9s, the Zidanes, you will never find any of that anymore in today's day. I think.
But I also think that's partly is because teams are just better structured to account for that.
So I guess my question is, if you were to, let's say you dropped like a prime Messi or a prime R9 right now in today's football, you would say that they wouldn't have shined or been as good?
100%.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that. What I would say is that I don't think they wouldn't have been significantly better than what they were already doing to begin with. Because like usually what people will do is they'll basically like kind of air attacks, quote unquote, where it's like, okay, like if 25-year-olds R9 scored 25 that one season, then he's getting 37 if you drop them in like today's era or something, right? So it's not just like, so it's not necessarily me saying like, oh, they're gonna be worse. It's more so like there's just like weird expectation that any player 30 years ago is just automatically gonna be better by virtue of playing in today's game, and that's what I disagree with. And that's the sentiment.
Technically, maybe
the hype as well. You mean like there's a lot of hype now in today's game as well. Like that's
no, but there's a lot of negativity to counteract that too.
Yeah.
Like look at someone like Mo Salah. Mohamed Salah is on a 30-20 season, and I've made videos talking about how shitty he is at finals. So I'm a part of the problem too, to an extent.
Yeah.
Like for as much as people big up players, there is just as many people that are going to point out their flaws. So, and I think that there's just so much of an extreme on both sides that it's very hard to have any like truly what's the word I'm looking for? Non-biased conversations, because it's always going to be, if someone's saying something absurdly stupid, then you're going to have to try to correct the fact that Mo Salah's not the best dribbler, but like for example, like there's just too many extreme blanket statements that's always like pro or anti any player, so it just kind of shuts the door on actual like good critiques. So
no, but I also think that defending now in today's day is much worse, because if you look at like, for example, like teams like, I don't know, there's a lot of teams conceding 9s and 10s nowadays. Back then you didn't see that much often conceding 9s and 10s. Compared to now, you're seeing teams get slapped every single week. Like
there was the Southampton twice.
Sorry?
No, because I'm thinking there was Southampton twice, which was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But then I'm struggling to think of teams that I can remember like just routinely getting like dog walked. Because even in Southampton this season, what's the worst result they've gotten this year? For as bad as they've been.
Sheffield United got slapped 8-0 by Newcastle home last year.
Oh,
I feel like Southampton lost like 5.
Southampton conceded 4 goals to Spurs in the first half, in the first 20 minutes as well.
Yeah, they just lost to Chelsea 4-0 as well.
Yeah, but those aren't like
abnormal bad, but
I mean, that's still pretty bad, but those aren't like
abnormal. They lost 5-0, 5-1 to Chelsea.
It's not the result. It's the manner of the goals they concede. It's not the actual score line. But if you look at the defending itself, it's terrible. Like I just think the defending now compared to back then, I can only name a few world-class defenders right now, but back then I could name you like a lot. I could name you like 20, 30 almost 30 world-class players.
But I even argue that the attack isn't that great either.
Exactly. Strikers are now useless because look at Haaland, for example. What's his job other than scoring goals? He's literally, his game is so limited. Like the football has changed so much. Haaland's game is so limited.
But you've always had strikers like that. You've had what was Van Nistelrooy's like world-class quality outside of scoring goals? What was Inzaghi?
Right.
Inzaghi made a career out of being in the right positions at the right time to score goals.
But at the same time, go look at Van Nistelrooy's dribbling though. His dribbling was really, really good. Like that's
Haaland's dribbling was not as rapid as it was now when he was at Dortmund.
R9 especially.
R9's a different category.
And back then, Messi was playing center forward as well. So you could also argue that dribbling back then, like for strikers, because look, Haaland's an incredible goal scorer. Don't get me wrong; he's a world-class goal scorer. But as a pure overall footballer, I don't rate him at all.
But I would. But
he's not a good. But he's not
argument though that like the game is different to where. Not saying that this is right, but it's not really required of Haaland to have dribbling ability.
Also, Haaland's not even considered a good footballer by today's standard either. Like it's not like people like look at him today and like, oh wow, like look at his footballing skills. They're so much better than this many other strikers. So I think it's kind of a moot point in that sense.
I think if Haaland was coming up against like a Ferdinand or a Vidic, I don't think he'd get a goal. Trust me.
I disagree.
If he's playing like this right now, back in the day, and
no, because it's not. Players technically aren't required to be that skilled right now.
No, I'm talking about like
that's not like
if Haaland was playing against like a Vidic or Ferdinand, Vidic or Ferdinand, I don't see Haaland bagging against them.
Well, of course, because again,
it's positioning.
Technically, football was way different back then, right? You had to have the basic technical skills to perform well.
Well, I would also say too, though, is football was a little bit more. Football was a lot slower. Like the pace of the game was a lot slower, but that also helps in terms of like being able to showcase your skills more because you're not being pressured constantly. Like think about this way, right? If I am receiving the ball, say I'm the center back, right? I'm receiving the ball, and you have one striker that's gonna come at me from a certain angle, right? Then that means I need to quickly control the ball, pass it out to somebody else. If the press keeps going, then for their first like actual like thought that needs to come in, we need to keep hold the ball, right? For example. So you're not in a situation like that, you're not gonna be, taking a nice touch, slowing down, trying to like, like look for like 3 passes all like cutesy because you need to get the ball out of your hand so you don't lose the ball, right? Like, if you look at those games back in the day, dudes was not like pressing was pretty disjointed. I'll be honest. Like managers were not making an emphasis to basically neutralize your opponent from doing things. So, I think you have to look at that context as well.
Mm-hmm. I guess my question to you guys would be then, where did you see the shift? Because I agree with you. I do think the pace is much different. And there's just a different requirement to football right now, like you said. When did that shift happen? Was that with
I think
do you think it was with a specific manager where he kind of changed it up? Could that be Pep? Like where do you think that kind of change took
I think
place?
it's Ronaldo, I think it's Ronaldo and Messi who both were the fastest players at the time. I think when they were sort of like, in the early 2010, 2012. I think if you ask me who were the fastest players in the world, fastest footballers in the world, it's Ronaldo and Messi. Like, for me, in terms of pace, I don't think there was much pace compared to now. 100%, I agree. Pace now is completely different. But in
I would
terms of who
say
transformed pace, I think Mbappe transformed it. I think when he broke through, I think in terms of him, he's also one. You look at Alphonso Davies, he's also pacey, very frimpong. Fullbacks are now much faster now than back then. Fullbacks back then weren't as quick, but now you've got some really good fullbacks, like very, very fast fullbacks now.
like I wouldn't say there was one particular moment that changed it. I would say like that 2013, 20, maybe even 2012 to like 2018. I'd say like that specific time span was just like a big transition period, right? Because you're going from, the Tiki Taka Pep's Barcelona.
Iron Robin as well, don't forget.
Yeah. Like you're going from the Tiki Taka of Pep's Bayern. I mean Pep's Barca, sorry. Obviously you think of what the Bayern team, how the Bayern team dismantled them in 2013, how the Spain team in the 2014 World Cup, they got destroyed by the Netherlands. Obviously, we're talking about what happened with Brazil in that semifinal as well, in terms of I feel like that World Cup, probably, if you were trying to look for a specific point in time to harken it down to, I would probably go with the 2014 World Cup, because I think you see a lot of like the older styles of play and the older philosophies really start to, I don't want to say get exposed, because they still work to a certain extent, but kind of the dangers of just over relying on it, right? And like if you like go through like that specific time span I'm talking about, that's when you start seeing like the rise of like the inverted forwards. You're thinking about your Robins, Ronaldo when he's at Madrid, even though this guy only was constantly Daniel Sturridge when he was at Liverpool. You're thinking about kind of like the rise of like the do everything like center midfielder. You're thinking of, I think, what's the name of this guy? He used to play at Roma. I think his name was like Nainggolan or something. I think he's like Belgian. Yeah. You're thinking of players like that. You're thinking about there's the rise of Harry Kane. So I think that 2012, 2018 period is like that's like the transition of like the old guard into the where we are now.
I'd also make the case that when 15, right, when Suarez nutmegged David Luiz, right? I just think Luis Suarez wasn't that pacey guy, but he was so good on the ball, he got past defenders very well. Now you just need to use pace to get past defenders. That's the thing. Now it's more pace in terms of like you have. Sorry, let me say this again. Pace is your best possession now in football. I think you can probably say pace is your best possession. Back then you need trickery. Like,
I mean, you always need pace, though. Okay, for example, look at that goal that Messi. Look at one of Messi's most famous goals when he scored that goal against Getafe. Was it Getafe? The Ankara Messi one. Like, you're not. Look how fast he was running. Like, I think sometimes we also have to realize, like, because this is still.
I mentioned Messi. He was one of the only like top fast players. Like Ronaldo and Messi were the only like few fast players in the early days, but then now. It slowly became.
But I guess my point is that like ultimately football is about getting the ball from point A to point B, right? Like that doesn't matter what era, whether you're talking the 70s now, whatever. You need to advance the ball to actually score goals, right? And players that can do that better are generally going to just be in higher esteem. Like you think of someone like a Kaka. Kaka is incredibly fast. Like that dude on a counterattack, like bro, you're not catching him.
Sorry, who?
You think of Kaka. Yeah, Kaka. You're thinking of likes of like Thierry Henry, bro. That guy is literally like borderline NBA tiers of athleticism. So, like that's always been in the game. I think what it is now, and the reason why people don't enjoy it is because one of the things I would say about athleticism is that it increases when it's one of those things that you can train, right? Like if you have like the knowledge and the forethought to train it in terms of sports science, proper nutrition, all that good stuff. So I think when the athletes became uber duper premium, right, it becomes harder to showcase like more of your footballing skills because everybody's just more athletic to like stop you from doing things, right?
I'm gonna also sorry, finish. Sorry.
Yeah, and which is why I would say that maybe from an entertainment standpoint, I could see why it wouldn't be as entertaining if you're just watching a bunch of dudes stopping each other from executing their moves, right? For example, like if I were to look at if I would look at Chelsea as they are right now, bro.
Yeah.
When I look at a player like Nkunku, for example, like or Jadon Sancho is an even better example. Jadon Sancho, in terms of his technical ability, is a good player. Like he has good touch, he has good dribbling, right? Like he can execute a pass well. But guess what? The dude can't run. So everything else that I just said doesn't. If you're the winger, everything else I just said doesn't matter because ultimately you can't get from point A to point B fast enough for you to do all those other good things in the first place. So
the thing is also, I will contradict myself a bit here. In some of the players' defense in today's day, they have all the ability in the world, but when they're being forced to adapt to a certain system, right, then that's where it kind of hinders their full potential and ability as a footballer as well. That's one thing I have to contradict myself on. But I think I still think footballers back then are much better than what we have right now.
That's fair. That's just kind of where I stand on it. Well, even to your thing, and even to your example, But even to your example, like in terms of any player is gonna need systems for them to thrive. Look at, for example, like when I remember I was watching interviews and clips about Varane when he went to United and why like he didn't work out over there. He didn't magically just become a worse player because when he came to United, they were playing in a two-man midfield and he doesn't thrive in that because he needs runners and he needs space to operate. That didn't make him just like that. That didn't just magically make him like worse at playing the game of football. It just wasn't the environment that he needed to do what he needed to do. So, yeah, that's basically what I would say on that.
No.
Dante, what's up?
Big up, Dante.
Big up.
How's it going?
Oh yeah, just suffering from a hangover, but it is what it is. Self-inflicted, so I don't really care.
You're living your best life because Arsenal's not playing football. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, when Arsenal's not playing football, I'm outside. But right now, I'm inside suffering. It is what it is. Yeah, big up the panel, Sunshine. Big up to you, lovely lady.
Big up.
It's so great that international football has finished. It's so great. I can't stand international football.
Facts.
It's just
You
like
enjoy watching Tuchel ball, Dante?
No, I bloody hate it. Honestly, I hate it. It's so slow and pathetic. Like, look at the teams that we played. Yeah, and if we would have played anyone with any kind of, let's say we played a France or a Spain, even as crap as Brazil are, we wouldn't have beat them. Like not playing that kind of football, unfortunately. They're trying to hold too many stars in that team. Like, and you know what? Yeah, we've got a great team, to be honest, I think, but it's too many stars. On paper. Do you know what? Like, if you go back like 15 years, it's like trying to shoehorn Scholes, Gerrard, and Lampard in the team. That's what it just seemed like they're trying to do again. Playing a player like Foden.
47. Speak on 47.
Foden is trash. Yeah? Foden, I say again. sorry, let me clear my throat. I don't think some of you heard me. Foden is trash. Yeah? He hasn't, like, apart from that noticeable, I'll say, Rashford purple patch that he hasn't done anything. Club, no country. And it shows. Okay, against Latvia, I saw him pass a player once. And people want to say he's world class. Bloody hell. And this is what's the issue with footballers nowadays, or the people who are watching football. They are so quick to class these footballers as world class because of one good season.
Who was saying Foden was world class?
Oh, I heard a lot of Man City fans, or probably the 10 that they were, and you know, these paid pundits on all of those big platforms and all the rest of that crap.
Yeah, Ian, right.
And guess what?
Did you see the Gary Neville clip where he was saying that he needs to play regardless of how well he's playing?
Yeah. I wish, do you know the funny thing is, yeah? Now I'm going to be controversial as hell. I wish they gave certain man that same kind of energy like Rashford, yeah? Like Sancho, yeah? Make them play through their bad form as well and see how far England gets you.
Do you remember the time when Rashford was bagging 42 GA season 2 years ago? United fans were the United fans jumped to the conclusion that he was world class.
Yeah, bro.
And then a year later, crashing back.
I just think people's definition of world class is probably why they're getting in trouble. Because someone has a good season doesn't mean they're world class. It just means that they were good that season.
They need to have a few good years at the top along with winning trophies as well.
Right. You have to have consistency and you have to have the CV to back it up. You can't just say I got 40 GA and all of a sudden I'm world class. It doesn't work like that.
Yep.
Do you know, with the world class talk, it's for me, it's not really about the titles in the leagues. Yeah, the leagues helps you with it, but then if you're going back a few years, like players like Lasol, right, players like Kane for Tottenham and stuff like that, I believe they were world class, but it's just that the team that they're in isn't that great, so they're not going to win anything. And we all know Tottenham never wins anything because we hate Tottenham. Anyway.
Yeah, Dante, I do agree with you. The only thing I would say about Harry Kane, though, because I am a big fan of Harry Kane. I am a big fan of Harry Kane, the player. My only beef with him is whenever like Tottenham were getting into those semifinals or finals, like he just wouldn't show up. And I wanted him to because I felt bad for him that people just kept making fun of him. But for me, it's not even necessarily that he wasn't winning the trophy. It's more so that he wasn't making the impact needed in those big
games,
in those big semifinal finals. So that I still think he's definitely world class. But that's been my issue with him, and I want to see if he can do something at Bayern to fix that. Because even against Real Madrid last season in the semis, the guy didn't really do anything over both legs. So.
Do you know, the thing is, we could say the same thing about Salah. He doesn't really does much in finals and stuff like that. But
I was shamelessly plugged. I literally made a video where I literally went through all of his final performances to see if just how good they were.
Yeah.
So
but then I know Red is in it. This is why I said that, innit? Salah, he doesn't score in finals, but yet people class him as world class because in this kind of generation of football, it's not about how technically good you are; it's about your numbers. You know what I'm saying? And because if you can score 25 goals and get 15 assists, your class is world class, right? And it's unfortunate like that because the reason why there's always going to be a massive comparison is because
Patrick, I hope you're doing well. Sorry. Big up
Patrick. When you see a player like Zidane that will get no more than 10 goals a season, maybe 12, please don't tell me he was never world class. This is what I'm saying. And then there's Lampard.
It's different because you've seen him play, right? You see the impact he has on the pitch. So that's why the numbers are kind of they're misleading sometimes.
I think it's just poor on the bar of what world class is nowadays. Maybe because I'm from we saw those kind of ballers. We saw those they made you feel good. They bossed games, right? And the players nowadays, like the Fodens and the Grealish, where the hell is he? That's what I'm saying. Even the Cole Palmers, even out to the Sakas, right? That they'll class as well. They're knocking at the door. What makes you say this? This is a conversation that I would love to have with them. What do you see that, let's say, the rest of us don't see to say that they are actually world class? It's just mad, or it's just that the bar is so low. Anyone could be world class. The time you put on a pair of boots, they'll say, yeah, you got the potential to be world class. No, you play that 3 to 4 seasons, and then let's have that conversation.
Wait, don't say that. I want to ask you a question. So, among forwards, right? What would you say is the biggest GA difference between a forward that you think is world class versus forward that you think might not be world class?
What to this day?
Yeah, so basically a forward that doesn't get as much GA but you rate highly versus a forward that might get a lot of GA but you don't think is that good. Are there any forwards that you have?
In this country, it's a bit hard because it's so poor. It's crazy because it's I don't it's weird because I would say Haaland, but I don't rate Haaland as a striker. As a goal scorer, I rate him highly. As a goal scorer, for me, I always say he's the best, worst footballer there is. If that makes sense.
Not to cut you off, the Erling Haaland at Dortmund, I rate. Yeah. The Erling Haaland now, I don't rate him because yes, you're in the box. You're gonna get goals. The Erling Haaland at Dortmund, I rate. This Erling Haaland now, I'm whatever.
No, I totally agree.
football nowadays is system based. Everyone
but I was just going to say, you think that messed him
and
up?
that's why I think Haaland for me at Dortmund.
Yes, Sunshine. He did.
The level of Bundesliga, I don't think. Okay, it might sound crazy, but I don't think the Bundesliga is on the same level as the Premier League, right? As of now, defending, it was easier. It was easier to play against. I think Lewandowski was bagging how many goals at Bayern Munich for free. Like, for me, I don't think the Bundesliga is on the same level as the Premier League. However, I still think that Haaland at Dortmund was an incredible player, and he came to Man City for the right price. And look at him first year, they won the treble. Like, his goals led to the treble. Fair enough, right? But as an overall footballer, if you watch him, his heat map is mostly in and around the box area. Like, he doesn't, like, when you're passing the ball, he hardly touches it when he's outside the box. When he's inside the box, he'll even get you a few touches, even if the opposition team is defending very well. Let's say I'll go back to United in 2023. Do you remember that United game in 2023 when Haaland came to Old Trafford, when we limited his game? He didn't even get a touch of the ball.
Yeah.
Varane was constantly defending him, didn't get a touch of the ball. And this is what I'm trying to say. Some strikers nowadays, they're only limited to scoring goals. They're not their overall ability as a footballer. No, but that's.
Can you repeat that, please? Can you please repeat that? Because I myself talk amongst my friends, right? And when I say that to them, they look at me like I'm crazy, like I don't know what I'm talking about. But please repeat that.
No, I'm just saying that strikers nowadays are so limited to the game. Like, they just don't have much in terms of overall footballing ability.
But again, I would argue that the sport right now doesn't require them to, which I'm not saying is a right or wrong. I'm just saying, like, it's just the way that it is.
I just think for the betterment of the game, for the entertainment of the game, like entertainment purposes, I think it would be nice to see strikers like Mbappe, because Mbappe can dribble. He can outpace anyone. That's the thing. But you much rather utilize Mbappe's potential on the wing because he's got that pace to cut inside, take defenders on. His ability is more of a winger than a striker. However, Mbappe gets the goals. That's why I think it came from Ronaldo. Ronaldo was a top goal scoring winger. Right, and then unfortunately had to change to a striker. And then you had what?
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry, exactly. Another one.
Before Ronaldo, those Thierry Henry.
Player who played off the left and scored goals. You know, Neymar also scored.
Talk about his finals performances too. I'm just saying,
but this is what I mean. I think footballers now, the fact that they're so system based is kind of hindering their full potential or hindering their full sort of, ability as a footballer. Because look at Neymar when he was playing with Luis Enrique at Barca. The guy was taking players on, just completely rinsing defenders. Look at Barcelona; they won the treble with Suarez's techie feet up top. Messi with the ball, his dribbling inside, bro. That's the thing. Now it's all just you have to play. You have to pass here, pass there. System. This is why I don't like about football nowadays. It's so system. You have to play to a certain way. Pass out from the back. Keep healthy, good with their feet. There's so many things now in football that I just do not like.
Yeah,
I just really do not like, and I just think for me, all those gimmicks need to be binned, because football can be played, however, as long as you win. The winning is the best way. Winning is the best style of play. It doesn't matter how you win, but winning for me is the best. Is the best style of football.
Yeah. Can you guys say what clubs you support really quickly?
The same
Man United.
So Ross's Man United, A. Kevin's United, Macy, Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
SK, Chelsea.
I'm Arsenal on Sky.
What'd you say, Macy?
I'm Arsenal, and basically,
no,
so
there's no City fans but you, Patrick.
Arsenal were like releasing some sort of show that they've released this week, and it had something to do with love or something. I'm not really sure what it was, but
no, you got a dating show, Macy. So basically, they're doing this thing where
I mean, I don't know why they released it, because this is what Arsenal have become. They've basically
sign up.
No, I'm not signing up for that. Why should I sell my soul?
Wait, what's going on? Wait, what's happening?
Arsenal released a press statement yesterday saying if single Arsenal fans, they're making an Arsenal dating show where you can blind date a fellow gooner. And
Wait,
like
the club,
sign
like
up.
the actual club, the
Yes.
actual club.
Yes, I will get it. I'll show you on X right now. I'll get it.
Let's
Let's
not do this.
But
Let's not
thank
go
God
there,
I support
people.
Man
That
United.
show, I'll
Right.
never do that.
That
I'll
is
always
mad.
be a realist Arsenal fan. Me and Don C. We're both the realist of Arsenal fans.
You are.
Yeah.
So if
Arsenal
you
fans,
here,
if you're
match
not
days
listening out
at
there, you're
Emirates-
idiots.
Hold on. Match day at Emirates Stadium are a time to connect with a beautiful game and each other. It's for this reason we're launching a new dating show that celebrates how a shared love of football can prove a catalyst for an even deeper romance. We're calling on our single supporters in the UK to apply to be a part of the production, which will involve attending a blind date with a fellow gooner centered around an Arsenal game. This is real life.
Wow.
We really are Netflix FC, innit?
Bro, that's
really
embarrassing. That's
are.
embarrassing. I
And
ain't
then-
gonna hold you. That's
wanna
embarrassing.
I don't want to be
This
too explicit,
absolute
but they're
joke.
taking their nickname a little too seriously. If you catch my drift.
That's embarrassing, bro. Like, I remember growing up
I need to
as
ask you and Macy though. What did you feel like when you saw that?
Look, yeah, I just found out just now, yeah, and all that reminds me of is 90 Day Fiance. If you've ever seen 90 Day Fiance, yeah, that's what that reminds me of. Is what I'm saying. We're gonna get someone from another country that wants
toxic.
Let me just not say this. What I wanted to say, okay? But yeah, Arsenal, thank you for making us the Banter Club once again. Even Man United in 13th, wouldn't do that crap.
You're Dancy. Growing up as a kid, right?
Jesus.
I've seen the rivalry between my club and
Yeah.
your club. You had serious ballers, serious finishers.
Yeah.
This crap I see in your squad now. And I gotta
Oh my
agree.
gosh,
I
I'm so
gotta
sorry.
agree with Lee on this, right?
Penalty.
2-2.
All I see
Two
is
penalties.
the Arsenal club is pushing out merchandise.
Yeah.
Pushing out merchandise. That's all I see they do. So I have to agree with Lee on that.
Merchandise in this dating show.
Yes.
Yeah, this is all on Ian Wright. I can't stand that bald-headed.
Do you know what? Yeah, we went from, like you said, Ian Wright, Rocky, Bergkamp, and all of them man there. Yeah, them man were fireman. Yeah, and now we're gonna go to the Bernabeu with Moreno. Like I thought it could get worse. It could get worse. I really actually thought it could get worse. Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking, and I tried not to do a rant. Yeah, I really tried not to do a rant. And the man come out with Arsenal's gonna be a bloody dating show now.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Jesus.
Madrid is gonna crucify you lots.
I know, bro. And you know what's gonna happen?
We're
gonna find love in Madrid with another Arsenal fan, and then we're gonna document that, and make another bloody. What's it gonna call? What was the last one called? That thing they did on Netflix, that crap they did on Netflix for Arsenal. Yeah, what was it called again?
All or nothing.
Yeah, all or nothing. Yeah, this season is gonna be nothing and nothing apart from dating. It is pathetic. Yeah, Arsenal FC, you lot are embarrassing.
I really want to understand these marketing companies and like what they think and why they think this is a good idea, especially because if I was an Arsenal fan, I would be fuming, right? Because we have gone year after year after year of always being second place, of always being, next season FC. But at the same time, you're constantly dropping merch, you're constantly doing all of these things off the pitch, and it's honestly, it's embarrassing. I would be
Sky. And to add on what you say, we have Man United that fell off, and we still managed to win trophies. No offense to you, Danzy. We still managed to win a trophy.
Talk of it.
Yeah,
Bro, I've been saying this. I've been saying this. Yeah, everything that you're telling me, I've been saying it. This is why when certain people say certain things about Arsenal, I can't even fight back half the time. It's like that the kid in me wants to be like, no, my team's better than yours. No. But the reality is, we have won nothing for 4.5 years. All right, this is Arteta's team. Yeah, minus a striker, you idiot. Yeah, and we haven't won nothing. Yeah, and it's like now, okay, Arsenal, okay. I'll put it in perspective right now. Arsenal can't win a trophy, but guess what? You can do at the Arsenal Stadium, win love. You know what I'm saying? You can go on a date, you can find the person of your dreams, and you can live happily ever after. You can get that suffering, because we're suffering with no trophies. Is what I'm saying. Arsenal, this is what you got me saying. Come on, man. Like, you taking the piss, man.
Haven't you ever heard it? It's not about the destination. It's just
Imagine-
about the friends we made along the way.
Imagine an Arteta out matched with an
You're
Arteta
shameless,
in.
guy.
Mm,
I had to.
No. Imagine Arteta out matched with Arteta in on that dating thing.
Bro.
Even better. Imagine the day is going well, and that's like the last question is asked, and then
I would
and then like,
also argue how many women are actually going to sign up for this?
Plenty.
Because
Probably you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Probably a lot. Because my brother lives in London, right? And he tells me, bro, like the amount of Arsenal fans I'm surrounded by, because my brother supports Real Madrid, by the way.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't wait for us to play Arsenal because I want these Arsenal fans to be humbled. And when my brother telling me that, I'm just dying. Because I know what's going to happen.
By the
I
way,
just want Real Madrid to
shout out
put
to
this
Shabba
manager
in the
out of his misery. I can't stand Arteta. Like, I can't stand anything about this manager. I
realize
never.
if you lose, you're still not getting rid of Arteta. That's the thing.
I
That's
know,
crazy.
Sky. That's the jarring thing because we're gonna be stuck with him for years, and it will never ever stop. I mean,
And I gotta say this: our ownership, Sky, is shit. Their ownership is shit. But at the end of the day, though, at the end of the day, who's more shit?
No, yours is. Okay. Behind the scenes, your management and your back team are trash. Are totally trash. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal is what you see in the face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're literally taking the piss out of football. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right? From time we're linking football with dating. Bro. I could like I'm a married man, yeah. So I watch a lot of these reality shows with my wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
How the hell? Yeah. How the hell am I watching Love Island AFC? Yeah. I'm watching 90 Day Fiance AFC. Yeah. I'm watching Married to Medicine AFC. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you taking the piss?
Bro.
This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna go to the can you imagine this, yeah? I'm going to the Arsenal match, yeah, as a married man with my boys, yeah? And they got a friggin' table, blow a whistle, and do this 1 minute speed dating thing to chat to a girl for a minute. Are you taking a piss? They're having a fucking laugh. AFC's a joke, mate. It's a joke.
Emmanuel, are you what? I can't remember. Are you Arsenal fan?
No. I'm Man United.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, another one.
Yeah. There's something I wanted to say, Don C, but I feel like if I say it, you're gonna get even more mad. So I'm not even about to go say it.
By the way,
say it, man.
Okay.
Say it.
But
say it. Go on, say it.
So I was watching this clip on my way to work one morning on a train, and there's this very delusional Arsenal fan talking about they're gonna beat Real Madrid 2-0. And the delusional fan wears glasses like me. And I think you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say no name, but that guy is, bro. And then...
Who's that, Tony?
Was he No.
Crazy.
You don't know who I'm talking about?
Tell me name.
He's on that platform that I don't want to mention.
Okay. Yeah, Ty.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I know.
You see that guy? He makes Arsenal fans look so bad because he is so delusional in the head, bro. Some of the things comes out of his mouth, bro.
The pitch or the football or something.
Yes, it's been my favorite one. It's been raining.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to ask.
He hasn't said something.
Yes, I wanted to ask. You guys think Arsenal don't have a chance? They don't have a chance to win Madrid.
Do you think?
Are you guys saying Madrid are unbeatable?
I mean, Real Madrid for me, like they've had a bit of a poor, not a poor season, but a bit of a turbulent season of the fact that they keep dropping points. But I still think that they will give us a rough beating because you still underestimate their accomplishments because
this is their tournament, bro.
Yeah,
Champions League is their bread and butter.
And it will be embarrassing if they go out. They're not going to go out like this. They're going to keep fighting to get to that final again and win that Champions League again.
Thank you for the raid. Shout out to Saeed.
Bless up. Like last year against Dortmund, right? Look what happened against last year against Dortmund.
Big up, Saeed. Thank you.
And you saw how they just flipped it, right?
Yeah.
Last year against Dortmund. Come on,
Rasta,
okay, for me, I think the issue with me, I think the issue is how Arsenal are putting that game. They're making like that is a very big game against Real Madrid. So there is troll in the internet and everywhere. If Arsenal fans were calm, they had a chance against Madrid. But I think now the Mbappe Junior are very pumped up for this game. Is the Arsenal fans are the one who make it hard for Arsenal players to win such games. But if they were, let's say, humble enough, maybe they had a chance. But now I think Mbappe wouldn't want to lose against Arsenal because in France there is a lot of Arsenal fans, and I'm sure that if
like all the respect though, like you're going to play Real Madrid with Mourinho as your
Arsenal pull this off,
and that's the problem.
If Arsenal pull this off, who's apologizing to Arteta, bro?
Bro,
if Arsenal pulls this off, I will shamelessly apologize, and then tell you get the F out of my club. Simple as that.
Real Madrid losing to Arsenal. I just do not see those players letting that happen. I'm sorry.
Mate. Okay, let's
Madrid are the best. Because even though, like I said, they're in a bit of a poor form with some of the players, I still think they will turn up and beat us because they ain't gonna lose to.
Listen, that Atleti match was a little controversial with the penalty. Although I rewatched the penalty and I did see when he slipped and his other foot did touch the ball, right? You feel me? But at the end of the day, bro, who they have? Who are the shooters in the front?
Or just the game changers. These
Gabriel Magalhaes.
They have Brahim Diaz who changed the game at home against.
Who do we have on our team that we can be like, that's a game changer? They're going to step up. I could argue maybe Bruno. I don't rate the guy, but he can be that person.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I agree. Output, he's good.
Who does Arsenal have like that right now?
Nobody. Nobody.
Gabriel Magalhaes.
If I had to choose which Arsenal player could be the real hero for us, I would probably say Gabriel Magalhaes because he's the only one that's up for it. Yeah, so the rest of them, none of them don't even want to be.
You guys are praying for Saka's return, bro.
Huh? What's up?
You're praying for Saka's return now.
I'm not.
I'm not praying. How?
You see if he returns and Arteta put him to play, Arteta is going to ruin his career because the hamstring injury is nothing to play about. Bro, I got injured from playing sports, bro. That shit is no joke. And your ramen head of a manager likes to rush players back. And that is gonna be that's gonna be his downfall, bro. You see, Mika Arteta, this fool have the nerve and audacity come talk about we won 3 trophies, bruv. You only won 1 trophy, and you are a B-rate manager at best.
But
you want
people.
Saka gets injured.
Before we move forward, though, again, I do want to shout out Saeed. Thank you for the raid. Everyone who does have a channel, Kevin, SK does. Their channels are in the title, so if you could make sure to subscribe and show love to them as well. Yasir is joining as well, unfortunately, so I'll be sure to put his channel in the title. So make sure you support. Yeah, I did say unfortunately. I did say that. So make sure you guys go ahead and support everyone. I appreciate you being here. And I'm sorry, I just wanted to say that.
No, you're good, sir.
I was gonna say, if Arteta plays Saka, right, and Saka gets injured again against Real Madrid, he's going to look horrible. It's not even like, that he's trying to rush him back. If he gets injured again, bro, Arteta's like, he's gonna get absolutely hated.
Bro, the fact that Declan Rice was playing with a broken friggin' toe, and he was passing the ball and kicking the ball with his weaker foot, that sums up. That alone sums up to me the type of manager Arteta is, bro. And see, if I was the owner of Arsenal club, I will sack you immediately in effect. Come on. You're putting players at risk.
And look what else this manager has done. He's also put Martinelli into this predicament when he got injured, when he was holding his leg in that League Cup defeat over Newcastle when they beat us 2-0, and Martinelli was holding his leg. Like, I felt like I just thought that this would be over for him. And also and Timber as well. Timber also did the same as well when he was holding his leg. So this manager has really absolutely, like, he has absolutely put these players in this kind of predicament. So,
do you know? Yeah, when we're talking about rushing back players, every manager has done it. So, but the difference, but the difference is, with this an apprentice manager, he's doing it when we have nothing to play for, and that's what makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If we were still in a league title, yeah, for example, or we had a noticeable striker, right? We could say let's bring him back because you know what? Yeah, we have the hope right there. But we have no chance in beating Real Madrid. There's no need to bring him back in the league because, like, the worst that's going to happen is that we're going to finish third, right? And that's the reality of it. So for him bringing Saka back, yeah, it shows you why he's an apprentice. This is why I've never rated him as a manager for my club, yeah. And those that actually do rate him, yeah, good on you, innit? Everyone is free to have their own opinion. It's like me saying your opinion is stupid because most of it is that you lot think that this is a good manager that hasn't bought a striker ever. Yeah, it's been at this club for 5.5 years and he's not bought one striker.
Bro.
One striker,
bro.
But
you know the mistake. You know the mistake was y'all had Aubameyang. Did I say his name correct? Aubameyang, right? Yeah, Aubameyang, right? Yeah. Got rid of Aubameyang. He's the main reason why y'all won that FA Cup. Got rid of Aubameyang. I'm like, okay, you get rid of Aubameyang. Who you bringing in? Who you bringing in? And you just said it, Dancy. Last 5 years, this man didn't bring in no striker. He like inverted style players. Oh, you can put them there, put them anywhere, bro. You need a striker. And even Nuno said it when y'all drew against Nottingham Forest. Arsenal don't have a striker.
Yeah, because
another manager's coming out and the Premier League saying that Arsenal don't have a striker. That's how we drew. We just played the drew. That is embarrassing, bro.
I have a theory though.
He roasted Martin Keown as well because Keown said to him, he said, Nuno, why didn't you like change anything up? And then Nuno said to him, because like Arsenal don't have a striker, so why should I? So I just put 5 at the back because Arsenal don't have a striker. Keown had no words. Like, Keown is also part of the reason why this football club, Arsenal Football Club, is done. It's all because of Martin Keown and the other pundits that back Arteta, like Ray Parlour and Ian Wright.
No, that's Arteta. Okay, let me show you where Arsenal's a joke. Yeah, let me tell you. I'll just go on this season only because I don't want to go too far back. Right? We have heard that he classed 2 charity shields as a cup. Yeah, that's one. That's one right there. For me, that's a sackable offence. Yeah.
Wait, what?
That 2 charity shields as a cup. Yeah, because in Arsenal's reign, Arsenal's reign, he's won 3 cups, 1 FA Cup and 2 charity shields. Yeah, he's a wallet. Yeah, but that's just the beginning of it. Yeah, he's blamed the grass. Yeah, he's blamed the ref.
The ball.
He's blamed the ball. Yeah, a friggin' ball. Yeah, that these professional footballers playing friggin' day in, day out with, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that he's walked out of an interview for no reason. Yeah, when they're asking him a real question.
Mm-hmm.
And now we find out that Arsenal has a dating show, and you wonder why Arteta and Arsenal's not a joke. Are you taking a piss? It's like, you know what it is?
Don, my guy, Arsenal, the downfall needs to be studied here because they've gone from squeezing the lemons to pickpocketing, and your manager, and your gaffer eating meat of Salt Bay, Dubai trips.
Pause.
What's that? And win the dog, and now to dating. Fuck is going on with your club,
bro? This is why I only kept it this season. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you know what it is with the pickpocketing, blood Andy, bro. Them rebels there, they ended up pickpocketing the players' abilities instead of their phones, bro. You know what it is? That's what they done, bro.
Yeah. We had a manager from 10 Haram. 10 we had 10 Haram, right? To who else we had? We had the special one. We had Van Gaal. We had one of the other worst managers, David Moyes, right? But bro, I'm not gonna lie. Arteta is one of the worst managers I've seen in the Prem.
Oh, okay. See, now we're
the worst.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
Well, okay. I think we need to relax. But we can call on Arteta. We can call on, but the worst man, bro. Arsenal, bro. Are we forgetting what Arsenal were doing in November of 2019, bro? They were not good. Macy, what was your club at when Arteta took over, bro? What position were you in, bro?
I'm not really sure, quite frankly, SK.
2019. That was what? Who was the manager at the time? That was
Lundberg, because when Emery got sacked,
Unai Emery,
interim coach. Yeah, when Emery got sacked, Lundberg took over as the interim coach, and that was when we decided to bring in Mikel Arteta as our manager.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't think he's the worst manager of all. I think he's bad because it's not his on-field antics. It's his off-field antics. Right. That's what's pathetic. Because at least Ten Hag, as bad as Ten Hag is, yeah, come on. Like, did he ever talk about a football? Yeah? Did he ever talk about a fucking, excuse my language, a charity shield as a trophy? Yeah? Sitting there wanting to be a frigging social media star by eating Salt Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, yeah. When you're winning stuff, right? You can act like the drunken idiot. You get me? You can act like a fool because you know what, yeah, your resume backs you. What the hell has this man done? And we can talk about, yeah, he won the FA Cup through the COVID season with another man's team. This is your team, bruv. You know what I'm saying? This is your team. You picked Havertz. You picked Moreno. You picked that idiot Zinchenko. You know what I'm saying? This is your team. But yet, it seems like between January and February the 20th, you're out of every single cup competition.
And that's why I say that's why I say he's one of the worst managers ever. What has he won? What has he won other than the FA Cup?
Nothing.
Listen, Unai Emery won the Europa League 4 times. 4 times. Yeah. Right?
And he knocked us out.
Ten Haram won the I think he won the Eredivisie 2 or 3 times. Then he won the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. Special one, won the league 3 times. Right? Plus domestic cups. Van Gaal won the Bundesliga. I forgot what he won with Barcelona, but those coaches I mentioned, they are proven winners. They won major stuff, and I'm not knocking the FA Cup as a major trophy, but Dancy, you said it yourself. He won that tournament with another man's team. Pause. Right. So that's why I say I think he's one of the worst managers in the FA Cup. Yes. Oh, but my boy who's an Arsenal fan here. Oh, he brought us to 2nd place. I said, bro, when you're winning the Premier League, it's either you win the league or you finish 2nd or 3rd with some type of silverware. In the last 2 seasons, what has your manager done? Nata. I said, bro. We beat you with 10 men, bro.
I don't even think he's the worst manager in the top 6 teams. Just because Spurs don't ever win nothing to be honest.
Bro, let's not even mention Spurs, bro.
If you're talking about in Arsenal's history, yeah, he's probably the worst manager in Arsenal's history. That's what I'm saying. Apart from
Let me rephrase that. In Arsenal history, hell yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Because of the money that he spent, because of the time that he's been given, yeah, and to know that he signed a new contract a week before we played Spurs, or 4 days before.
50 million a year. You know?
So it's one of those things where when you add all of that stuff up here, he is the worst manager in Arsenal's history. Just because it's like me promising I'm gonna buy a car, yeah, but guess what? I can't even buy shoes to wear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like false advertising.
How much is his salary again?
Oh, it's 50 million a year.
50 million a year, bro.
Yeah.
If I make 50 million a year right now, bro, I'll be somewhere in the tropics right now. No one will ever see me. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, but bro, he's like we all know he's stealing money from Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's the Arsenal board that's actually co-signing it. And I'm not a fool out here where I believe that they're going to sack him next season because he's signing new contracts. And in any job, especially a job with sales or anything else with a similar, as long as you hit your minimum targets, and Arsenal's minimum target is top 4. Yeah, it's top 4. We're hitting our minimum target, so for them it's a win-win because we're still relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's the moment he slips out of the top 4, gets knocked out of all of the cup competitions. That's when he's had to be on the chopping board. Yes, we got a new a transfer person at the club, but that's not going to make no difference. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another person. It's like in England, we got something called JSA, job seekers allowance. It's where people go as people that's not working, right? Every 2 weeks, go and pick up a gyro. You know what I'm saying? That's what man's doing.
That's like unemployment.
Okay, universal credit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Arteta's doing.
Don't see. I have a question for you.
Go on.
What this squad, the squad that Arteta has built, if it gets a better manager, let's say like an Ancelotti, Guardiola, what do you think they'll finish in the league? Will they win the league? Will they win? Will they be able to win the league, or will they just finish third or second? Yeah, sure.
No, do you know what?
Wait.
Okay, the thing is, if we got a proper manager, that means we'll actually get a fucking striker. This is what I'm saying.
I'm saying with no striker. I'm saying with no striker, the same squad, give it to another manager. There it is. No additional players.
No, because we need a striker. No, I don't think so because Havertz is not good enough. Havertz is not going to get you 15 to 20 goals a season. Yeah, and if you check over the games that we've lost, it's only because we haven't had a striker. That's it. Because defensively wise, we're good. Yeah, we're great actually. Defensive midfield.
Did say no to what do you call? What was it? A strike? Didn't he say no to Sesko because he said he had Havertz up top?
He did.
He did. Yeah, no, good luck.
But there's a problem with Arsenal. Wait, Don. Yeah, my issue with Arsenal as well is that if you look at the wage bill, like whichever striker you're gonna end up getting, this is the dilemma you're in. Yeah, either he's gonna ask for more money than Havertz. Or what Arteta's doing because he's trying to down this Havertz hill is he's going to try to tell the striker that he wants to get that he's going to be second fiddle to Havertz, which what we heard in the summer. He tried to say that to Sesko and he said he'd rather stay. So, and then you also got like this is the thing, you can't move him on really because no one's going to want to pay that 28. Well, how much is he? 280k a week. So you're in a bit of a sticky situation, innit? This is the thing.
I'm so sorry to cut in, guys. I don't mean to interrupt the stream, but I just want to bring a comment up from Hanno. Yeah, thank you so much for your concern, man. The earthquake yesterday was really scary. I can't lie. I think.
Bro, wait a minute. You're in Thailand, bro?
Yeah, I am. And yesterday we had a really bad earthquake, man. It was
hope you're
tough,
safe.
but...
I hope you're safe, Kevin.
No, my family we're all okay. My community are okay, man. My community are okay. It's actually Myanmar that's more affected than us. The earthquake came from Myanmar, not Thailand. It was just the aftershocks that we felt, and it was a really bad one. Like it was actually the heaviest earthquake I think Thailand's ever felt. I think yesterday, and it was like 7.7. So I'm just glad that
So this whole time he was in Thailand.
Yeah.
And this whole time I'm thinking you're in the States. My bad.
No. I'm not in the States,
and there's another thing, but another thing with Kai Havertz, we've given a Chelsea reject 200 grand a week.
I appreciate y'all for that. I appreciate, bro. I can't even lie to you, bro. When summer of 2023. When I saw that 60 million bid,
oh Jesus, and it goes on.
Oh my God, bro.
Yo, Sesko, are you a Chelsea fan as well?
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, bro.
Speaking of Chelsea, I just want to thank you for the 25 million you giving us for Sancho. Thank you for the 25 million.
Yes, does he know?
No. Y'all giving us a 25 million. What are you talking about? Oh, I know.
Coming back though. I thought.
No. Listen, that's what I thought. Chelsea is buying Sancho to sell him. We getting the money, but y'all gonna sell him. But thank you.
I think you have the wrong. You have the
Bro,
wrong.
yeah.
No.
Name, bro.
Chelsea is going to buy Sancho to sell him.
Maybe you're thinking of Emily.
Wait.
Yep,
wait.
1-0 penalty.
Listen, Rasta, yeah? My brother, you got Garnacho on the wing. You can never look down on someone like
Bro.
I like Garnacho.
We're not talking about that. I'm talking about the money, bro. We're talking about the money. Y'all gonna pay us the 25 mil, then y'all gonna sell Sancho. So I don't care about none of that. I'm talking about the bread, bro. The bread.
You're not getting any money. You're not getting any money.
And also, we're giving Sterling back to you, Yasser.
Yo, Rasta, you're
giving
starving,
Sterling
25 M's.
We not starving, bro.
Bro, you're
You
not getting your money back. Bro.
My point is
I'm sorry
this,
to tell you
though,
right now.
For some
I
reason,
hate
United
telling good
support
people
people
bad news. You're not getting your
Every
money
time
back.
they see a baller, you treat him badly, innit? Not you lot specifically, but
No, that's
and
the
then
Man United curse.
you rate the guy who keeps running down the pitch, like, just the runners, bro. Because remember, you lot had Martial, Pogba. Do you get me? You had the players. When Xerxes came in, man, I ain't patient. I told people from the beginning, Xerxes is a proper footballer. He's not a 9-9, so don't expect him to do something that he's not. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now everyone's looking at Xerxes saying, actually, he might be good, you know.
Bro. And this is the thing with this is the thing with some of our fan base, right?
Yeah.
Like impatience. All of us want instant gratification, bro. You feel me? I'm a patient person, but patient to a certain extent. Our striker, I don't rate that guy. Only thing I see him is he's always on the floor. But as far as Xerxes and maybe like a few other players, I'll give patience to. But Rasmus Haaland, he's one of the first I want out the door, bro.
I disagree with that to an extent, all right? Because I think patience obviously is important, especially when it comes to like, okay, maybe winning a trophy or whatever. But when I'm looking at player quality, I'm not gonna wait for somebody to get technically sound. Absolutely not. Not in the Premier League. You're a professional football player. You need to know what you're doing. Sorry, I have no sympathy for that. That's why I don't understand why people can sit here and look at Rasmus Haaland and say, "Oh, he's only 19. He's gonna get better." No.
Actually, I think he's like 22. Actually,
he's like
I don't rate it. I never rate the man.
Rasmus was when he was at Atalanta. He was balling out there. So
he wasn't. Yeah,
that's the thing. He's never been balling out.
I don't know what it is.
He was okay at best.
The thing with Xerxes that like he's always been a good player. Like you can't take that away from him. It's just the goals thing. You know what I mean? Like I would take Xerxes on my team. I would take him at Barca because I think that he would bring the best out of a couple other players. Because I think
also Barca reacts. Sorry to cut you off. I'm not like, bro. I've been watching your team, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. We gotta apply some flick shots to some of these GA numbers I'm looking at, bro. Why is Ferran Torres flirting with 20 GA in any season, bro?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like, but I genuinely think that GA is related to like a system, bro. Like I feel like that's more of a managerial thing. Like flicks things. That's also why our defense is exposed a lot, so we can score more goals. But I think Xerxes, if you surround him with better players at United, I think he'll be even better. You know, you got Ahmad there. You know, get a serious player in that left 10 if you guys keep Amarim, right? I think you're going to see some better football there. I can't lie.
No, man, I'll take Xerxes on my team because it'd be nice to actually have a striker. You know what I'm saying? We got someone that's in the hospital bed always. Yeah, that said he's not a striker. And like I said, I'm going Madrid with Moreno. It's like it don't get no worse than that, bro. Yeah, honestly, as bad as it is, to be honest, you've all got strikers, yeah? Like you man there, Chelsea, you got Jackson at least, yeah? You man United, you got who is it? Xerxes, because Haaland is just trash. No goals in 22. That's just pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool, they got at least one.
He got one goal.
I'll say one goal in 22. 1 goal in 22. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you want, we could swap Havertz for Xerxes. We could do this right now. I'll find Zinchenko. You know what I'm saying? At least to make me happier for the time being. But like I don't know what you man are complaining about. Try not having a striker. That's when you actually understand what the barrel is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, my team is seconds. Me saying this.
Doncy, how you feeling about Real Madrid though? Because you guys play them. I don't know. I don't know.
Bro, you missed the
You missed it.
Look here.
Bro, you missed it.
It's cool, man. I'm there for the vibe. I'm there for the vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can get a ticket to that match, the home game. Yeah. And if I can't, I'm gonna be sitting in the pub. I'm gonna be singing. I'm gonna dance regardless. I tell you why, because we ain't doing nothing. Yeah. And I'm just there to see great players play football. And I want to see what these idiot Arsenal supporters are going to say about Arteta now after we get hammered by them.
That's crazy.
Also, question for the panel, because I do want to switch topics a little bit. Well, what are we saying about this Trent situation? On some
bro, listen, let him go to Madrid, bro. He won almost everything with the club. And as much as I don't like Liverpool, let him go to Madrid, bro. Los Blancos is the biggest club in the world, period. Who don't want to play for Los Blancos?
Trent owes him nothing.
Exactly.
Trent has
what's
everything
peak
with
for
Liverpool fans are hating him, bro. What about Steve McManaman then?
Yeah.
He went to Real Madrid.
Honestly, again, the fan base is getting it wrong and they're pointing the fingers at the wrong people. You need to point the fingers at FSG. Don't point it at Trent.
Exactly.
FSG has 3 of your key players on an ending contract season and they've done nothing.
Yeah, but Sunshine, I got a question. Bro, do you guys really think that Liverpool didn't try to renew Trent, one of their best players? I'm not buying
They didn't try hard enough. They didn't try hard enough.
He got his first contract offer. I think the first contract offer was December 2024. So at the end of
it just happened.
That's when they gave him his first offer, yeah. And
That's
obviously
crazy.
been going. That's
but
late.
you know what it was though too. I think they didn't have a sporting director for a while, so that was also part of why.
The sporting director came in the summer.
It's full excuses. I think it's full excuses.
When Klopp left. So
I think it's full excuses.
I'm talking about because usually right, you try to renew your players like 2 years before the contract runs out. So like typically, like if they were doing their job right, they would have tried to renew this by like summer 2023, like if at worst early 2024. And I think
the worst thing is, there's links from Klopp. There's links. There's Klopp links to Real Madrid now. Yeah.
Players, say what you want. They're one of the best players in their positions in the world right now. So I don't care. I don't care if you don't have a sporting director. Like I'm still trying to figure out a way to keep them a little bit longer.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'll say about this.
You know what it is? Bro, the Liverpool fans are not even mad that he's leaving, really. It's just that he's leaving for free. They're not getting no, it's because he's leaving for free. If they got like a little 50 million or 40 million release.
Listen, bro, as long as my main rivals are weakening, I will celebrate that. Listen, I want Van Dijk to leave. I want Salah to leave. I want all of them to leave.
Wait, as long as Brentford and Brighton are weakening.
Do you know what? Yeah,
2-1.
Yeah, yay! Yeah, for all you fans out there. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah.
Haaland like a mess, not a mess. Come on, man.
Do you know? Yeah, I want Trent to leave. And I hope him happiness. Yeah. The only thing with me is, with this whole them running down the contract is that they're angry at the wrong people, because the thing is they are angry at Trent. Yeah. But it was FSG that let his contracts run down to the end, literally to the end. So who are you really focusing your anger at? See, the only thing I don't want to see is him being racially abused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't want to see, because you know what? People do things for their career. It's not like he's going. It's not like he's JD Knight from Aston Villa and he's going to Saudi for that paycheck. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's going to this ain't arguably. Real Madrid are the best team in the world. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Most footballers that grow up, right, want to play for Real Madrid. If Real Madrid come on knocking, guess what? They're gonna take them. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I don't understand. And it's just a racial hate that I know he's gonna get. This is what I don't want to see. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because
you don't want to see it.
You have to say pretty much.
Well, you don't want to see the racial hate by Liverpool fans or like at Madrid, because
towards Trent for leaving.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Because
it's not like he's going to Manchester United or some rival club. Like
that's true.
I would argue he even gave Liverpool his prime years
But
So
they
he
hate
done
Madrid.
everything for
They hate
them.
Madrid though. I
Bro,
can't lie.
Madrid,
Yeah, but my thing is this though. He's won everything, innit? So he's
Yeah.
already won
He owes them
everything.
nothing.
So it's not like he's left a year before they were supposed to win everything. Do you get it? Like, let's say they
And
fit
he's gonna potentially leave off of a league-winning season.
as
So
well. Yeah. But I think their thing's just he scouts. He said he's gonna stay because he said it means more. It's just small
Okay,
things.
Steven Gerrard was scouts, and he went to Madrid.
Bro,
I mean, Steve McManaman.
Steve McManaman went
Steve McManaman.
to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Bro. Gerrard's
Michael
never
Owen
went.
went to Real Madrid.
Didn't Gerrard try to leave and they literally like?
Yeah,
like,
he tried to
threatened
go
his life or
Chelsea.
something?
He tried to go Chelsea.
You know what it is? Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah, they're not scouts through and through. Like Trent is, and he's leaving for free. So they feel like he's leaving out the back door. That's what.
again, that's not Trent's fault.
No.
To be fair,
Liverpool did not-
Trent did not want to
Liverpool
stay.
did not-
I'm just saying that's how they feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
but
I feel like they're idiots.
But at the end of the day, as long as my main rivals is weakening,
Shameless.
I'm happy, bro. Listen, growing up as a kid, my uncle introduced me to Man United. Right? He said we do not like anything about this club. We burn a fire on Liverpool. So yes, I'm shamelessly celebrating them losing 3 key players. Me, I want Darwin Núñez to stay for life. Keep missing penalties. Keep missing goals. So yes, I'm happy that Liverpool is going to weaken.
I reconcile like me.
Alisson might leave as well.
Yeah, but if you guys think about it, just think about it. It could be Trent's fault because Madrid have been telling players to run down their contract so that they can sign them on free. Several players. Mbappe,
I was going to bring that up as well.
Yeah, Mbappe, Euro was to go to Madrid for free. So maybe Trent was told to do that, and he's actually doing that.
That's
so he's like,
more about how Real Madrid is run than how teams letting them.
Los Blancos. If I have a son, right, and I support him, say, hey, listen, when you grow up, you're gonna play for Man United. And if Los Blancos gonna come knocking, yes, I'm gonna be upset that you don't want to play for Man United. But go to Los Blancos. Go to Los Blancos.
Come on. Madrid are the best team in the world, but are not the biggest. Man United is the biggest.
No. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, bro. Let's not do this. Let's not do this, bro. Come on, man.
The biggest. Come on.
Okay, cool.
I'm a United fan, bro, and I have to admit it. Los Blancos, 15 Champions League, bro. 15. We only have 3.
Okay, I'll say this.
We're not talking about titles. That's why I'm saying. Sorry.
We have more fans than them, but they have the better success. I'll settle it that way.
Actually, honestly, if I'm not like
the best. That's why I'm saying that the best in the world, but Man United is the biggest. Because if we go anywhere in the world, we'll have more fans than Madrid.
Yeah,
anywhere in the world.
I'll say this though: if you're a United fan, I would be a bit like, the Blazers really screwed you guys over because
of course they have.
But even more so than you realize. Because I remember I was reading an article about how.
Oh, he said the Glazers.
Yeah.
Because I was reading an article about how part of the reason why Perez did the whole Galactical thing back in the early 2000s was because he was threatened by the amount of commercial revenue that United had in terms of the fans and that kind of stuff. But obviously, y'all didn't really
prime.
Y'all didn't really build on that.
Bro, let me tell you something. The other day, because I talked to a lot of people that live in Manchester, right? Yeah. And one a good friend of mine, right? He said that all this protesting is not going to do nothing. How many times as the United fans protest? Nothing really changed.
But it's not consistent, right? Right. So that's the problem. They do it once and they don't do it again.
Exactly. And for me, even when this new co-ownership, they still on fraud watch for me because they made mistakes already, bro.
Yeah, they're on fraud watch.
So for me, when I heard about the Qatar, I'm like, yes, just take the money and leave.
Yeah,
and then when this rat came in and said he wanna enable the Glazers to stay,
The hardest thing for me too, because I don't know if you guys saw that Jim Ratcliffe interview, but when I heard him say that they made a mistake in keeping Eric Ten Hag to the beginning of the season this year, and they should have sacked him in the summer. Do you understand how frustrating that is to hear as a fan? Because let's be real, we're fans. My job, I don't get paid millions to make these decisions, but the fact that I can clearly see that this manager needs to be sacked in the summer, and it took you
Sunshine
till this fall, it's crazy to me.
Do you know what really pissed me off?
You know, he said
is the fact that he's the boss of Dan Ashworth. Why didn't he jump in and make the decision saying he doesn't want Ten Hag here? And he sacked Dan Ashworth when our season was already done and dusted. Like,
I thought the whole like Ashworth thing was about him not wanting Amarin, but the owner.
No.
There's a little more to that.
No, because they hired the employee before the boss, yeah. So the Omar Barada came after Dan Ashworth. So they first hired all the English dons that they know.
Yeah.
So then when Omar came in and they realized they don't go well together, they had to get rid of Ashworth, innit? And I remember seeing that Newcastle documentary that's on Amazon Prime when they went, if you've seen those new ownership that they had, yeah, and they came in and they were talking about the season they were going for top 4 and they were trying to get Gordon, and Dan Ashworth was there. They asked him, they said to him, yo, give us the qualities of Gordon, and he started stuttering. You know what I mean? You don't know what he's doing, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of Newcastle, congratulations to Newcastle for winning their first trophy.
Yeah.
Yes,
he wanted the Southgate as manager. Or he didn't want Amarim in it. So
yeah,
I got a certain picture for them, man. Yeah, I got a certain picture for them, man. Hold that.
AK, there's only one you. Big up, AK.
Yo,
but you know what it is, in the interview that Sunshine's talking about, he was. I think Gary Neville asked him. They were talking about. I think taking those with the wages from those older football players or expert. And then on the spot, he came up with the idea of how to make the money, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't think about that." So you can get an idea that Jim Ratcliffe
and another thing here too.
And get people to get the things done. You get it?
And another thing here, bro.
Employ people to get things done. He doesn't know how to do it himself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Gary Neville too, yeah, bro, because he's a snake too, bro. He's embedded with them because hotel football, him and a few other United legends is gonna benefit off of this new stadium thing. So burn him too, bro.
He's involved.
Bro, yes, I rate him as a player, but as a pundit, I want to punch his head in, bro. Talk too much waffle.
All right, tell him how you really feel, man. Rest up, blood clot, man.
You know it is, but you know what's bad? Gary Neville, I think, is involved with that regeneration plan, which is all the housing or whatever's around it. But if you watch the interview, when he kept pushing on Jim Ratcliffe, he kept giving him that look, yo, listen, you're not getting that contract no more. You know what I mean? He kept asking questions. He's like, you need to stop now. He kept moving back, saying, yo, whoa, we don't know about this. We don't know about that. So you could tell that they're together, but like working together or whatever. But I don't think that Gary Neville did enough to ask him enough questions, didn't it?
I think he answered him really tough questions. I mean, though, to be fair, that whole interview was very negative in terms of until the end. Like there was one last question, the last minute where it was somewhat positive. So it's not like he gave him a really easy interview. It's just again the issue, and kind of going back to what SK was saying, we're not run well. Like the fact that fans and someone on the spot can tell you a good idea that nobody in your whole organization can tell you is concerning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know he's smart because he's a businessman. He runs $1 million business. Why are you not thinking like this?
All you have to do in Sunshine is cancel that Luke Shaw's contract, yeah?
Yeah.
And you can pay for 2-3 employees.
You want me to
as well? Number 7 jersey.
Sunshine, what's up with United's policy though? Like, when have you guys became sell to buy? Like I'm seeing a lot of reports.
No, but you know what it is.
PSR rule is added 2 years ago, bro. That's why we have to sell. Every club has to sell to buy now. Apparently, it's a rule. It's
the FSG.
It is bullshit.
Yeah, that is. You got to sell to buy. You can't buy. You can't just buy any players. You got to balance the books nowadays. What people are talking about is it didn't Fergie co-signed the people who run your club now. So it was Fergie that actually let it through the door.
Bro, I'm glad you say that, bro. When Alex Ferguson co-signed David Moyes, bro.
Co-signed Moyes.
I think I was 11 years old. I was mad as hell about that, bro. I was mad as hell about that, bro, because David Moyes from Everton that never won nothing. Oh, correction, he won the Conference League, but back then I never won nothing.
Pep and Jose were available, bro.
No, he went to them. They both declined, but they both, to be fair, they both declined the job. But I want to ask though, and I've always been curious on this. So Sir Alex Ferguson's like last couple years there, right? Like after you guys sold Ronaldo, y'all didn't really spend that much money on transfers, right? But then, like the year after he retires, y'all start wasting like $200 million on players. So like, I never understood why y'all never spent that much money.
That's a good comment.
Listen, JJ, listen, bro. Hey,
yeah, let me see that comment again.
No.
Fraud watch.
Bro, listen.
Wait. Did you buy grass? Did you buy grass?
That's the comment of the day.
Wait, Barcelona grass was available from the Camp Nou?
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Wasn't there like a point where they were selling grass off the Camp Nou field or something?
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Even when we don't got money, we got money, bro. Like it's just.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How much money? How much money? Can we get a loan on a very cheap interest?
Can we get a loan?
Bro, they've been saying my club's broke.
Can you please give us a Ferran Torres money, please?
Yeah.
Where's the Ferran Torres money?
I'll take Francis de Jong money, you know.
Bro, listen.
I won't be
Frankie
surprised
might not
if
get
you get
bro.
just 25.
That's what
Bro, you could ask for Ferran money. Ferran's money might not come. I'll be real. You know, we got a shortage of money right now. And also, Frankie de Jong, he might not even get his own money, bro. That deferred payments, he's got to forgive it.
That's crazy.
Nah. But the club's bro. I don't know what's gonna happen though. I don't think we even got the money to give it to him.
If y'all's academy wasn't so good, bro, I don't even know how finished y'all would be, bro. On everything.
What's your opinion on Mino? Man United selling Mino to raise funds.
That's not gonna happen. That's not happening.
Don't even listen.
That's not happening.
If this club gets rid of Kobe Manu before Mason Mount, Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Garnacho, don't even try to start with your thing.
We need the cash. We need the money. We need the money.
Bro, you heard what Jim the Rat said?
Freaking Johnny Evans. We got so many other people.
Exactly.
Sky leaving, Rashford's leaving, Sancho's leaving. We'll probably get back.
Bro.
Yeah. Mano's not being sold.
I'll be real.
I'd sell him.
Bro, you see, if they sell Kobe Manu, all of my United kids, I'm folding them and putting them in a box.
No, but the thing is, right, if Kobe wants to stay, then we have to agree to a contract. If he doesn't want to stay, then let him go. Because there's no point.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I don't want someone to be here if they don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Well,
if he wants
to be here,
I don't think I saw. If he wants 180, 200 million, I'm sorry. That's not happening.
That's not
happening. Yeah, but at the same time, too, it's not necessarily him. It's his agents, right? Their agents are supposed to try their best to get the best contract for them. Period. If I'm an agent and I feel like
would you get rid of Onana?
That's a cop out.
Because Onana's been a bit shaky at goal at times. So would you get rid of him, or would you?
There are more people to get rid of.
First than Onana. Yes, he's on the list to go. Yes, he's on the list. I'd rather our number 2 than him.
Brother, we will take my new. We'll take my new up here.
No. Hell no. Listen. Let Kobe Manu go overseas. And thank you. No.
Overseas?
No, bro.
Bro, y'all are desperate for money, bro. You will accept your best offer, but talking about making go overseas, bro.
Listen, guys, I got a bounce.
Mohamed Kudus is
hold on,
Hold on, guys.
Every single time. Big up.
Yeah.
What's up? Go ahead, Giannis. Go ahead.
No, I just said I got to bounce, bro.
All right.
You know, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Big up,
Hey,
Big
yeah,
up, man.
thanks for joining.
Big up,
All right,
guys.
and give us
Big
some
up.
of that Barca money, you know.
No,
Give us
give,
some of that
give me
Barca
some.
money.
Give me
Well,
some.
Give me that
Hala
Ferran
Madrid,
Torres
Hala
money,
Madrid.
blood.
Hala Madrid.
Give me that
Money,
Ferran
I'll be
Torres
real.
money, blood.
Yeah.
Up to Barca.
I heard Mohamed
One
Kudus.
fraud leaves, another one joins. Big up, Prime.
Oh, what's going on, Prime?
Nah, brother.
Right.
Yeah, my fellow
Prime.
My
Chelsea fan.
J. Big up.
Mohamed Kudus has been linked to a move to Saudi for a reason. You
Yeah,
think he'll
Kudus,
go to Saudi or?
I won't be surprised.
Well, he's being abused at West Ham, bro. He needs to escape. Every time I watch a West Ham game, I'm just thinking about how he's being held hostage and how he needs to leave.
I mean,
not really. Like, he made that choice, isn't it? Going there. I think it's not a bad path to go on. He's got Premier League experience and that. His next move got to be somewhere that suits him, innit? You
yeah.
get what I'm
So
saying? He can go higher up the table. Like a lot of people come from other like European leagues. He's come from the Dutch league. Some players that come from the Dutch league sometimes make that step too early to the top 4 teams, and then we see them and they leave. Innit? So he made that step. We've seen that he's got the experience. He got the ability and stuff. Cool. Now he can make that step up, innit? So it's not really bad. So it's just that he has to make that right move. Maybe Saudi could be a backwards move for him in terms of his footballing career. Cool, he might make money, but I think he's not on a downward trajectory as a footballer. Like, do you get what I'm saying? From what you see from Kudus, everything looks like it's going well.
And Saudi is paying the Haaland money, bro.
Yeah,
West Ham number 9, I forgot his name, is making 400K a week.
Yeah, and that's the
Not West
reason.
Ham. Are you talking about Durant?
Yes.
Durant. Yeah. Aston Villa. It was.
Villa. Sorry.
That's Villa.
The reason I'm giving the Saudi Pro League a lot of praise is because when they first started this whole thing where they could be the next upcoming European team where they could overtake the other leagues, they started off by getting the older players, and now they're focusing on getting the younger players because Tony went there. Yeah, what?
We saw it with China 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it's not the same, though.
It's not the same, but they got way more money to burn than those Chinese.
Nah, I know the Arabs done, bro. I know the Arabs. It's not the same. They're not gonna stop. It's not. Money's not gonna run out in terms of money, and they have the ambition, innit? Their whole thing is not to make money from the league. It's to show that they have the best league there. We've seen it with the boxing. We've seen it with the UFC. Whatever they've been trying to do.
I think they do it with golf too, right?
They're gonna try to have whatever is the best on their thing, innit? That's what they like to do. They're not on that flexing the portfolio. I own this and that. You get it? Their flexing is we have the most successful this or that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a bit different to when you see the American ownerships and all the other ones where it's I made the most money this year. You get it? It's a bit different. Their slightly different.
Oh, that oil money is different though. I ain't gonna hold you. That oil money.
I think the oil money is a bit more of an advantage. China was a bit different because they started turning on, they didn't want the money. They were looking at it like we're paying other people to come over here.
And speaking of players, one of the first players I can remember to go play over China was Eto'o. I think he was one of the first.
Remember Oscar?
Oscar, Chelsea.
I think
And Haaland.
Didn't Nelka do that too?
Do you guys remember Axel Witsel? He went to China.
Oh yeah, Axel Witsel from Atletico.
Yeah, Atletico.
Yeah.
From Atletico.
Came back to Europe.
I think Eto'o went to Russia. Was it China? Was it Russia? Eto'o and Roberto
he went to
Carlos.
Russia.
Yeah, and Roberto Carlos was Russia.
And I think Yannick Carrasco, he went to China as well.
Yeah.
But I think so the Arabs are really serious about this, and it is. They want their league to be the best. Even here in Africa, the young talents, 17, 18, most of them are going to the Saudi league instead of going to European league. So maybe they'll get the best talents.
All right, guys. What are we? Question for y'all. What's our Champions League bracket looking like?
That's a good one.
I like it. At the beginning, I didn't actually understand it. I didn't see where it was going. I thought it was going to be kind of like what they wanted in the Super League. But to know the fact that anyone can play anyone at any time, that's what I liked. Because you only see, let's say the first round matches, you only saw them in the quarterfinals. Is what I'm saying, and that's what makes it more interesting. Because if it wasn't for this bracket, Man City would have never played Real Madrid in the last 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we wouldn't have definitely facts though.
It's beautiful. Well, I wasn't a fan of it when I first saw it, but it kind of grew on me, and I think it's more I understood it as it went on, and to me I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like a league without having a league. You know what I'm saying? It's mad.
So yeah, I want to ask you guys something, right? With this new format in front of us, right? I forget how much money each club earn. Because I'm just trying to break down some numbers.
Get like 60 or something if they win.
60 for each tournament.
No, 60 like overall.
60 overall.
Yeah.
So who do you guys talking about Champions League?
Just trying to make sure he's
who
gonna
do
get
y'all have winning it? Like going through here and then going
I'll say a El Clasico final. El
Clasico finals in the cards.
We have never gotten it even with other Barca Real Madrid teams, so I don't see it.
PSG Barca in the final.
Hell no.
Barca.
PSG, hell no. Hell to the no.
Why?
PSG.
You know what? No. PSG have a good shot. They do. They have a good chance.
You think PSG could beat Real Madrid?
No. Yes, they can. They can.
Bro, respect my guy Himbele, bro. Respect Himbele.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Okay.
Let's not do that. Please.
Okay. Let me say. Okay.
I will go there as I need to.
Kindly let me explain it. Let me explain it in this way. Okay, Madrid are the favorites, but look at PSG. Look at them. They can surprise Madrid. PSG with Enrique, they almost play similar to Barca, and Barcelona have been really tough on Madrid this season. So there's that element of surprise. If PSG beats Aston Villa, they can surprise Madrid in the semi-final. But I think Barca will go all through to the final. So Madrid are the favorites, but I won't be surprised if PSG get to the final.
Okay.
I hear it.
It's always going to be Arsenal.
All I can say, this is Madrid's tournament, you know. So yeah, this is the El Clasico final. That's just me.
Even if Arsenal beat Real Madrid, I still see Emery pumping you, man, in the semi-final. So it don't matter, innit?
And don't forget, Villa have won a European Cup. So
yeah, man, it'd be just like Arsenal to lose against Villa again.
Look, so, we've won the cup.
Who do y'all think is going to win versus Bayern and Inter?
Inter have a good chance, you know?
Inter.
Don't.
Because remember, they have two major injuries. Well, not major injuries. I think Davies got ACL. Davies got ACL and
Sunshine. What's the score?
2-2.
I think what's the guy's name? That defender, bro.
Yes, Haaland Madrid.
But the thing is with Bayern, though, they're playing.
Davies got ACL, innit? So
I mean, Upamecano being injured is advantage Bayern to be. But
the weak link in Bayern
plays against him every time, bro.
The weak link in Bayern is Kim, bro. But every time I watch Kim, bro, that dude's a bum. Bro, I'm not. I feel bad for Son and Kengan Lee because they gotta carry South Korea because that brother is not up to snuff.
Yeah. Guys, I just realized something. Harry Kane might just win a trophy this season.
I wouldn't say that because they're only 6 points ahead of Leverkusen, bro. So and it's still 7 matches left. So
do they have a game in hand?
No, it's even. But Bayern's defense has been ass for the last month. So. They've been conceding multiple goals for consistently for the last 6 weeks. So
you say the Harry Kane curse is gonna continue?
Well, I'm not saying for sure that's going to continue, but I'm not saying that he's out of the clear yet to win the trophy.
Yeah. But you see, with what's it called with Bayern Munich, I don't know, man. It doesn't look good for them still. When you look,
but don't be surprised with the extra motivation because they're playing at home as well. The final is in Bayern Munich. I know the last time Chelsea beat them in Munich as well. So they want to get back to the final and play at home.
Do you guys want to hear something interesting? I was scrolling through Reddit like a week ago, so I found two very interesting statistics. So apparently, every time. So I'm going to tell you. The first one was that any time that the UCL final has been in at the Allianz, there's been like a new UCL winner.
Oh, like not a normal one.
Like a team that's never won like the Champions League that wins it for the first time if they make the final. And
Villa.
No, like it's happened like 4 times. So
you're saying it's either going to be Villa or PSG.
Well, Villa won it before.
Yeah, Villa won.
I mean, decades ago.
So it's PSG or Arsenal, man. Don't see the stars are aligning, bro.
You guys, can you imagine if PSG lose all of those players and then the next year they win the Champions?
Oh no, wait, hold on, because I have one more.
I have one more. I know where you're heading with this.
That would be crazy.
With the other thing I found that counters what I just said is that apparently, and this one's even crazier because I think this statistic been happened like 12 times, is that because I think both Arsenal and PSG they played PSV in this Champions League season. Right?
Yeah,
every team that's beaten PSV and made the UCL final has lost every single time, and it's happened like 12 times.
Alhamdulillah, that's what I wanted to hear. You
know what? You know what? Since we're bringing up stats, right? You know, Ancelotti's never. Sky, don't do that. You know, Carlo Ancelotti has never retained a major trophy. The Champions League. Hey, don't see, man. You have a chance, man.
Look here. We're not doing this today, yeah? We went through this 2 weeks ago.
We went through this already.
It's so ironic that me and Prime are doing this again. Last time we was on the bottom row, right next to each other, yeah. When Arsenal beat Chelsea, yeah, we had this, yeah. Let's not do this.
The last time Arsenal made the Champions League final, y'all played Madrid on the way there.
Yeah, I know we did, but the thing is, we had a striker called Henry. Who have we got?
Yeah,
who have we got?
If only hit the target.
Man, crazier things, bro. When Chelsea won that first UCL,
I mean, don't see. Some people would say M9 Moraldo's better than Henry, so I don't know.
Some people are idiots. I'll leave it at that.
If only Henry hit the target that day. You know that.
Yeah.
Who said that? That's a very low blow. Who said that? Which one of you motherfuckers said that?
If
blame Henry, you know that one.
If the linesman had raised the flag for Eto, then Arsenal could have won the Champions League. But hey, it is what it is.
Bro, if Neyman didn't come off that line, man.
Well, you know what? We don't want to hear Don C's fraudulence. Let's hear from a real Arsenal fan.
Can I just say one last thing? Before you go on? Because we're all talking about the whole Arsenal v Barcelona 2006, yeah? Why, when my man was here, you didn't ask him about the fraudulent behavior, the money that they put in the rest pocket? You know what I'm saying? But let's not talk about that. That's for another day.
Sky, can you share my...
You're moving like Arteta, bro.
I have something to play. So, you know, Don C doesn't want to answer the question about... No, share it now. Don C doesn't want to answer the question about winning the Champions League. Let's speak from a real, proper top gunner.
What is happening?
What the hell?
You know, we should keep the push. We're saying the Champions League. People. I'm not saying that the stars are aligning. I'm dropping that. But the stars were aligned after the first leg. After that first leg, I still see that there are holes. There are holes to plug. There are holes to plug in this Real Madrid team.
I don't know what to say.
Have a fighting chance. Not invincible this season. Yeah, they're the better team. Yeah, they could win us, no problem. But we can actually go there and fight. If PSG could lose at home in Paris and go down to Anfield, go down to Anfield and smash up Liverpool. And Liverpool is with 5 to 6 world-class players. And PSG just have only 2. Bro, why can't this be a typical story of David and Goliath and Arsenal slinging that stone, that slingshot? I mean, I know you guys don't, read the Bible and all that good stuff, but I mean, bro, I'm a Christian, so I do understand that miracles will happen.
Bro, what? Wait. What?
So let's see what happens. Johnny on the TV.
It's the Serenity one, but we move. But we need some milk.
I just don't have the words. I mean, I just don't know why Tony's like getting all giddy with this whole David versus Goliath thing.
He's giddy.
So listen, we had to hear from a real, a proper top gunner, not Don C. Who's a
greener, bro. You know.
Hey, Don C. You think that, bro? Real Madrid. Hey, I have a brilliant edit, bro. Have a brilliant edit.
Believe
Ryan with more edits. There you go.
Let's talk about the Conference League. Let's talk about what Chelsea's going to do, because if y'all don't
we're gonna keep, bro. We're gonna complete the set.
Okay.
We're winning.
If Chelsea don't win this Conference League, questions will be asked.
Bro, are y'all gonna win the Europa League, bro?
Yeah, there has to be something.
Listen, everyone's saying if Chelsea don't win it, but like when we win it, you guys will say it doesn't mean anything regardless.
When we win it, we're gonna complete the set. We're gonna complete the whole set.
You're confident.
Listen. From my perspective, it's a CL. It means it's our third CL. We catch Man United. This is my perspective.
No.
It's a UCL.
No.
And also, if Chelsea do
bro,
you can say no all you want. You can say no all you want. You can say no all you want. But like Jose spoke on heritage, bro.
I agree with Prime.
Listen, you need 1, 2, 3 UEFA Champions League trophy.
No,
3.
Prime is so good. I agree with you.
No blood. No blood. Hell no blood. What are you talking about? Bro, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You're chatting shit. Bro, you are chatting shit. In order for you to cap us, you need to win 3 trophies in a row. 3 Champions League trophies in a row. What are you talking about, bro? You're chatting shit. You are chatting shit, bro. You have 2 Champions League trophy. 2. We have 3. Bro, respect, bro. Have some respect, bro. What the hell is wrong with you, bro? What are you smoking?
I find it funny that you took what I said seriously. I find that so funny. But regardless, like we're winning the Conference League, so who really cares? Regardless, is what. Are Man United winning the Europa League?
Yeah, I hope so. That's what I want.
I hope so. But you say you're winning the Conference League, bro. You have other teams in there that's competing.
No, that wasn't a question. The question was, are you winning the Europa League? I hope so is not an answer. Yeah, that was saying. That's like maybe I do, maybe I don't. Are you not winning it? Talk with your chest.
I'm 50-50.
Like you can confidently say you're winning the Champions League. Exactly.
No, but the thing is, Sky, I can tell you we are not winning the Champions League. Like it's a big no. It's a hell no. It's a Vince McMahon, no chance in hell. Can you not say no? The thing is, I'm a representation of me, just like you are you, Rasta is you, AK you're you. This is what I'm saying. I'm not doing this fan stuff. Okay, this is for This is for the Man United.
Atletico Bilbao is not a team to underestimate. That's what I'm saying. Atletico Bilbao is not a team to underestimate.
All right, rest up. All night, all of you was talking with your chest. So talk with your chest now, yeah? All of you. Are you not winning the Europa League?
50-50. 50-50. There's a 50-50 chance. That's all I'm saying. Because of one team that I know, Athletic Bilbao. They're not a team to just try to, especially when it comes to this.
Rasta Stocks, do you know why you're scared of you said Bilbao? You know why you're scared of Bilbao? Because like Jose said, your heritage in Europe is poor, bro. Your heritage against Spanish teams is dodgy. That's why you're scared.
Spanish teams, yeah.
Why you're scared. You're scared, bro. We know.
You know,
scared is an interesting adjective. I wouldn't say scared. I would say.
I wouldn't say scared because we beat the Spanish team recently. So
every single
how am I scared we beat the Spanish team recently?
Oh, no, you're right. You're right. World class Bruno took you guys over the line. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
world class Bruno.
Yeah,
facts. World class Bruno, quote unquote.
World class Bruno.
Yeah,
Oh, so you don't work class anymore.
Yo. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes these Chelsea fans, man, these Chelsea fans, man, like it's especially these little arrogant ones down at the corner here. These little arrogant Chelsea fans, bro.
Here's the thing, right?
Listen, let me remind y'all something. If it wasn't for a person named Roman Abramovich and a special one, your club would be nowhere, bro. Just remember that. If it wasn't for that Russian and the special one,
but we can also say the same thing. If it wasn't for Alex Ferguson, where the hell will you lot be? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what football is about.
Bro. But listen, bro. Growing up as a kid, it was us, Arsenal, and Liverpool. As a kid, I remember that. Chelsea just coming in the mix, bro.
No. To tell you why, that's cap. To tell you why, because Chelsea was actually in a lot of finals, more cup finals, and it always used to go through.
I'm not talking about cup finals.
Do much.
I'm not talking about cup finals.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not talking about cup finals. So arrogant Chelsea fans like this, remember to stay humble, bro. Stay humble. Stay humble.
I'm not even arrogant.
Bro, you was chatting shit just a while ago, bro. You was chatting pure shit just a while ago.
No, I was triggering you. Here's the thing.
Bro, you still chatting shit.
No, but here's the thing. You don't know me, bro. I'm not arrogant. I'm just an agent of chaos, bro.
Yeah, no.
Facts.
Middle name is Chaos. So
okay, chaos. Okay, chaos. Listen, bro. Listen. Let's not get ahead of ourselves because my team hasn't won the Europa League. Your team hasn't won the Conference League.
I mean, we have. Our name's on the trophy already.
Talk with your chest. Like I said.
No. You hear this chest?
No, but the thing is.
No. This is not, hold on, by the way. This is not chess, by the way. I expect any top 6 club that's barring Spurs, that's in the Conference League, to win it.
Yeah.
Listen, that's why I say you guys can't laugh because I'm going to win it. If I don't win it, then you can laugh at me. But if I win that trophy and you guys don't win shit, don't laugh at me, bro. Don't laugh.
So let's hear from the other Chelsea fan. I want to hear his opinion because my man's just been there, just observing and quiet. Let's hear what he got to say.
You want to hear from me, bro? What do you want to hear from me?
No. So what's your thoughts on what he got to say?
He's right, bro. Of course, we need to win the Conference League, fam. If we don't win the Conference League, we will be louder than you. We will hold our club accountable before you.
Yes, sir. But yes, sir. It's not need to. Man United need to win the Europa League. We will win the Conference League. It has to be done. It has to be.
We need to win the FA Cup.
I don't care what happens. If we don't win that Conference League, people have to be fired, bro.
That's what I'm
saying.
You
don't win that Conference League.
That's what I'm saying. We will hold our club accountable.
Yeah.
Early, like
bro, Rasta stocks. You think we're Arsenal fans that can go 5 years without winning a trophy, without sniffing a final? Absolutely, you think I'm done seeing them, man? No, bro.
Hey, fam. What's with this sauce for me? Yeah, you can shoot out my team all you like. Yeah, the Tonys, the Gals, all of those. Yeah, me, different kind of breed.
I don't know how you probably not sniffing a final in 5 years. Oh my god! How do you live, bro?
Man straight up said Tony.
I lost the final last year. I lost the Carabao Cup last year, and I was fuming. How do you
handle listen, this Agel guy, right? This Agel guy, bro.
I'm sick of it, guys.
Oh my god, man. I remember one day he was on Lee's channel and Lee was grilling him on some questions, bro. The excuses on top of excuses this Agel guy was giving. I'm like, bro, Lee, why are you torturing this man?
I've got clips of you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, please.
I need him to make another.
Please get him out. Get him out.
Look, we're not doing this. We're not doing this Madrid Arsenal 11. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I have notifications on Egal's social media. When he drops that 11, I'm there, bro.
Bro, listen. Listen, I have family in Canada, right? And I know sometimes Canadian they could say some wild, crazy shit, but that guy, man, oh my God, I'm like, this is Tide 2.0.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's no matter what kind, no matter where you live or no matter where you're from, you're always going to get these kind of deluded Arsenal fans. It's only because we've got such a loud voice in the social media platform, and it's these guys that's bringing the rest of us down. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ever heard me talk here, most of the time I'm not talking. I'm having a rant about some kind of bullshit that happened to Arsenal last week. You know what I'm saying? Right? And it's only because I'm all ranted out. This is why I can't be bothered. I might as well just sit here, enjoy the tie. In 2 weeks, come back on Sky's platform and said, yeah, your team beat my team, but we all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know another thing I noticed in football, Dancy, because I feel like around the same time, although you're much older than me, like when my uncle introduced me to football, and to compare to bro, it's too much softness and too much friendshipness in football, bro. Because when I used to see my club come out in the tunnel, the man's never used to talk to nobody, never want to shake nobody's hand. At the end of the game, y'all want to hug each other and all of this crap. I'm now when I'm looking at football nowadays, bro, I'm just like, oh my God, like.
Rasta, I got answer to that one. Yeah, that's a lot like basketball, because that's when it first changed. When basketball players, they started sharing girlfriends, they started hugging on the field and high-fiving each other and all of that kind of crap. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that's football's missing. Do you know that grittiness? The fact that man will slide tackle a person. It's like, let's say Arsenal's playing Madrid. Is Jude Bellingham gonna try and take out Declan Rice? Is Declan Rice gonna try and take out Jude Bellingham? That's what I'm saying. Are they gonna be doing that? Are they going to be shaking hands, doing their little high fives before the matches? You know what I'm saying? It's just that we live in a day and age where people in general are just weak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't actually speak your mind. I have to be very careful to what I say a lot of the times.
Because you could be cancelled.
You know what I'm saying? Or get someone as nice as Sky cancelled. I wouldn't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. No. Yeah. No. So you got to remember, we live in a world where you have to be politically correct, right? And we live in a world of too much wokeness. You get me? It's too much wokeness. It's but it is what it is, isn't it? I don't talk about or complain about it because, unfortunately, this is the world we live in.
Yeah, man.
Rasta.
Yeah.
Brother, if you meet Igal, show him this score line. Show him the score line, yeah? Show him this.
3, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
AK, I'm still here.
Bro.
I'm still here. What's wrong with you?
You're done. See, I got a question.
Not you, bro. Not you. I have respect for you. Yeah, I have respect for you. But I'm saying
you don't respect a girl,
man. Like these delusional man like Egal and Tony running up their mouths, thinking that we beat City. Finally, we broke the juggernaut and all that. This kind of nonsense. I tell you what.
Sunshine, can you share this as well?
I'm having none of it.
Since we're talking about combined 11.
Oh boy. Midfield is Bellingham, Modric, and Rice. I think Rice is better than Tchouaméni and all these other guys.
You think Rice is better than Camavinga?
Camavinga, they're selling him, bro. They don't even want him.
There you go.
You think Rice is better than Camavinga?
Yes.
You are so shameful.
Even with
you are so shameful. You have no shame and no decorum whatsoever. There is no way.
What is Camavinga better than Declan Rice? What does Camavinga have better than
Lord.
Everything?
Well,
you think he's a better defender, better offensive player? You think he's better at scoring goals, better at creating?
Oh my God!
Camavinga is a footballer to Declan Rice. Not even close.
I disagree, bro.
He is.
Maybe it's my bias.
Yeah, you are being biased. And if you are going to put any Arsenal midfielder anyway this season, you should put Partey, not Rice. Rice don't get in this season anywhere.
Partey's done out here, man. He had some good performances. I'll give it up to him. I just don't rate Partey like as much as everyone else.
You don't rate Partey like that, but Rice has been like for the most part shit this season.
No, that's not true. Rice got sent off and he had an injury. Outside of that, he's been stupendous.
Stupendous. That's crazy.
Rice has been really good.
No, Rice ain't played the way Rice usually plays this season. No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Why is it now saying party is done now?
Yo. So, guy, I know Canadians are our neighbors because they're right across the border from us. But oh my God, I never know they were this delusional.
They're not. It's just a
the delusion.
Oh my God.
Why did the girl say that? Oh my lord, Camavinga good at? Like what? Why did he say what is Camavinga good at? Well, I'll tell you what Camavinga is good at. He started his football career at Rennes before he came to Real Madrid, and he was balling there, and he won his first trophy with Real Madrid.
Yes.
So a gal can't say, "Oh, what did he do? Like, what is he good
Champions
at?"
League winner, bro. Champions League winner speak volumes, bro.
And he has the audacity to say that Declan Rice is more superior than Camavinga, bro. Like, a gal
Declan Rice is not even better than Partey.
The only thing that
you guys combined 11 for Real Madrid and Arsenal.
Sunshine, can you share this as well, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my Lord.
Hey, don't see. Hey, hold that, man.
Yeah. I said, what has he done, bro?
When you have Mohamed Salah churning out 30 goals for you in a single season in the Premier League, bro. I mean, just end it. Let's don't. I mean, Salah ends everything, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. We don't have anything like that.
I remember vividly the first.
We don't have anything like that.
An argument between who's better, Saka or Mo Salah, and you said Saka.
Gotcha.
Shit. Got your ass.
Bro, you guys leave that shit alone, bro. You guys leave that shit alone, bro.
Throw that all away, yeah.
Because
I want to do this. All right? I want to do
flawless.
Wow, man. You know, I'm just drinking some water, minding my business because wow.
Yeah, this is what I got to deal with.
Unfortunately, I don't have any delusional clips of Don Z, but I'm still searching.
The man said Declan Rice is bigger than better than Kaminga. Oh my God.
I think the only time Johnson was a little shameless was after Arsenal beat somebody. Was it PSG?
Yeah, when they beat Man City, and him, Tony, and Dow were singing "I've Got 5 on it." You think I don't have that?
Okay. Let me explain this. Man. I'm not gonna have this on my name. Yeah, I'm not gonna have this crap on my name. I said I was in the Mud Brothers. Yeah, and Sunshine was there when we won on all this because they all hated my smile. You know what I'm saying? I said I am happy because we haven't beaten Man City in such a long time. But guess what? The smile is going to go the next day. You know what I'm saying? We had a match on Wednesday. What happened? We know. You know what I'm saying? Life's about moments. I'm taking in the moments, the essence. I knew my club weren't going to win nothing. So the trophy for us was beating these teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking on the 5 on it, the first person I've seen that popped up on my news feed, so I got 5 on it, was Lee. He was the first to say it, then everybody else after start saying that.
Yeah.
Because
we're still not going to win nothing this season. So,
yeah.
Hey, let's go win in love, Macy.
Keep calling you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, but love's not. Macy, if it makes you feel better, Chelsea. I mean, we'll probably be shameless enough to have a trophy parade, so you can go to that one for the Conference League. It makes you feel better. You in the conference, winning the Conference League. Yeah, you can come to our trophy parade if you want, bro. I mean, I don't mind. Like, it would be okay.
I don't mind.
Macy.
You hear what time said?
No,
The thing is, it's just I just don't like it when Arsenal just make me pissed off and upset.
Macy, you're supposed to say no.
Macy,
you were supposed to say no.
Macy,
I don't know.
Hey, Macy, you're moving like a Tottenham fan now. What are you doing, bruv?
Okay, apologies. It's just
you're supposed to say no, bro.
Hey, don't see. Hold on. Don't insult him like.
Come on.
Hey, fam.
Yeah, no insulting that.
Fam, if they ever come with you like that, yeah, just say we have a dog called Win. We all love dogs. That's what I'm saying. No one's ever gonna say nothing bad about a dog. You get me? Yeah. Just be shameless like that. You get me?
Okay. Don, wait. I got a question for you. Did you manage to buy the NPC jacket?
No.
Yeah,
You
he
got
wants to buy it.
No.
You know what
Actually,
the
not
NPC
even
stands
that.
for, though?
Not even that. Don't like. Obviously, Don, see, you've got like a family and stuff. But do you know any other Arsenal fans who are single that need to find love?
Look, right? I don't care. I don't care, bruv. Yeah. Yeah. We can have an award-winning TV series. Yeah. I don't care. All I want to see, yeah, is at the town hall, Arsenal lift up a trophy. Yeah. One of those silver things that's like that. Yeah. Not a TV series. I don't want to win as a dog. Look, right, we're gonna go all over this so many more times, yeah.
Find love. Win a trophy or find love.
Do you want to lose?
Don't see just wants to see his captain's armpits, you know?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I never laughed this so hard in my entire life. I never laughed this so hard in my entire life, bro.
Yo, Don, do you want?
Today was a good day. Thank you, Sunshine. Today was a good day.
Thank you, Sky. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sky. You're
man. I ain't gonna lie though.
Sky, the queen.
I enjoyed this panel as much as we're all rival fans. At the end of it, we all get a laugh out of something, and I really enjoy this. You feel me? It's good.
I mean, we all laugh at Don T's club's expense, but yes.
Hey, but even if we have to find one common ground, it's that Tottenham are terrible, and at least
yes,
of course.
Yo. Did you guys see Expression's meltdown?
Yeah.
Did you guys see his meltdown recently?
Oh, Rasta, it's gold. It's always gold. You know that, Rasta. It's always gold. The words coming out of his mouth, it's like poetry.
What happened?
3-2 Real Madrid.
Hey,
Real Madrid, they mean business now. Like,
did he score up the free kick?
Mbappe just scored a free kick.
Mbappe scored a free kick.
Yes,
oh my god!
That's why I'm worried for. I'm worried of Real Madrid because they're gonna absolutely.
I love Mbappe. So sorry.
Okay,
I can't lie, you know. I don't see you.
Okay, no.
One day,
You know what?
We don't see that. Like they're gonna pulverize us. They're gonna destroy us.
Can we stop the
yes?
Real Madrid won't batter
my parlay hit. My parlay hit.
Stop the scaremongering. Listen, Arsenal beat Real. No, but they're not going to batter. They're not going to batter.
Yes.
No, they're not. Scoreline wise, it's not going to be that bad. I can guarantee you that. But it's not going to be a victory which I can't put my hand on my heart because when I'm confident about beating a team, I'm really confident. And it's not the fact of it's just Arsenal Real Madrid. It's the fact that it's Arteta v Real Madrid. That's my issue. You know what I'm saying? If we had another manager, then do you know what? Yeah, I'll back my team and I'll back my team all season. But because we've got Arteta, and do you know what? Yeah, he's done wonders at our club. From where we was 8th twice, 5th, 2nd, 3 times now. Right? He's done wonders at our club. But against a Real Madrid, against a Don Ancelotti, yeah, he's a novice. You get me? So why am I going there with any kind of high hopes? I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm there for the vibe. I'm there to enjoy. And I'm there to just be happy.
It's gonna come down to this first match because you're at the Emirates. You have to put up a number. If you don't do anything this first leg, I can't see you doing much at the Bernabeu.
You see, Sunshine.
I beat Newcastle. I don't see them beating Real Madrid. Because remember when that second leg in the Carabao Cup, you were supposed to be on the front foot and try to get back the goals here, and Isak scored in like 3 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, Newcastle have been a bogey team for the last few seasons, right? So that's kind of expected, right? With Real Madrid, it's the fact that Arsenal like to play the occasion a lot, and because we don't have a calming manager, that's the biggest issue for me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like just even the talks of bringing back Saka is stupid. Even the talks, right? Just even the talks of like me saying, yeah, we can do it, we can win. Do you know what? Yeah, another manager, an experienced manager, would be like, do you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna see how it goes. whatever player we have, that's cool. He's a person that is like, yeah, we could do this. We're gonna bring on this. We're like not realizing we haven't got a number 9. Like and plenty of teams have won things without a number 9. Like say, is it Firmino for Liverpool, David Villa for Barcelona? But you got to remember the players that was around them. We have Martinelli, we have Trossard, we have that pussy old Sterling. Retire, mate. You get me? That's who could possibly get off the bench. It's like, come on.
Dan C. You know that lineup you had against PSV, right? And then when we drew against y'all 1-1, and I looked at the lineup. I understand rotation as much as I don't like rotating, but bro, that team he played against, with PSG and PSV, yeah. He should have played that team against us. When we did the 1-1, and I'm just like, yo, when I seen the lineup, I'm like, we might get something out of this match here. And listen, we did, and the man of the match for y'all was David Raya. You saw how quick he got up and saved the ball?
No, you see the thing. What people are forgetting there is that our match of you, like that 1-1, it was only 1-1 because we had so many missed chances. Havertz was right on the penalty spot and he put the ball over twice. Yeah, Trossard literally put the ball around the post. You hear what I'm saying? That's the reason why you lot even went through on that match, because even though we was the better team by far. It's just that we haven't got players to play the game. All our players, or as you can see, play the frigging occasion. When it's time for Arsenal to actually do something, when the pressure's off, guess what? We could beat a team 7-0.
When the pressure's off,
We could beat a team 5-0.
You could.
And Dante,
There you go.
I think that's what's going to happen against Real Madrid. I think tactically,
yeah.
I think like tactically, you guys can beat Real Madrid because like we know Ancelotti and stuff. But Real Madrid, it's not about being like tactically perfect. It's about turning up in big moments when it matters.
Yeah.
Arsenal don't have that. Not only do you not have the quality forwards without Saka, but defensively, Saliba has not been at his best this season. Raya has a Bozo moment in him. Skelly, he's a talented player, but we've seen from him
But he's
already
got a red card.
He has a
Of course.
hot head in him. If he goes to the
Rash.
Bernabeu, that would be something I'd be worried about. If you put in Calafiori, he's not good.
Oh, hell no.
Timber's solid, to be fair. But Ben White's just come back from injury. How good is he going to be?
By the way,
It's what will knock you out against Real Madrid. It's not the tactics. It's your personnel. It's big moments. Big in those fine moments. Will you take your half chance and score and make it 1-0? Will you like Saliba, the way he got turned against Isaac like 2 months ago? You can't have that happen again against Mbappe.
By the way, have I seen this?
Yeah, I saw it today.
Yeah. So like that for me is what's gonna. And again,
and then I think it's unrealistic to have to put Saka in there and to expect him to win for you guys.
Oh no. For me, I disagree with everyone. I think second leg Saka has to be there.
No, I think second leg Saka will play. I don't think. Okay. If I think that
no, because Prime, we know what's happening with Reece James, bro. You get rushed back from that grade 3 injury.
But I'm not saying he should be playing games until that game. First leg, right? Don't play Saka. If the game's still in the balance, 0-0, maybe Arsenal lost 1-0.
You bring him off the bench.
But the score line is close. Go to the Bernabeu, and in the second half, you bring on Saka and have him play the second half plus extra time. Because I'm thinking Saka might only have like just about 90 minutes at a stretch. So I'd rather have him come in, be brought on in the second half, and then play the extra time, as opposed to start the game, only play 90 minutes, then have to come off if it goes in extra time. Then that's where Real Madrid kill you. Because Arsenal have no star factor, you have no threat. With Saka on the field, you have a threat, and Odegaard plays better with Saka as well. So like you need Odegaard firing that way. So for me, I don't like this is Arsenal's biggest game since maybe you could say Baku, maybe you could even say longer. If this helps you go and win, if this helps you go and win your Champions League, I don't care. Just do like if I'm an Arsenal fan or if I'm Arteta, I don't care. Just do it. Because you talk about your squad not being good enough or whatever, but this is what you currently have. So make use of it. Saka will want to play as well, bro. It's not as if he's going to be like, no, I can't.
But then
Saka will be fired to play regardless. So just let him.
He's already run to the ground. You already run into the ground. You can't just.
Yes, but again, whatever. You're talking about the past. Who cares, bro? You need this right now, so do it.
You see, I can see everything that Prime said. I can see Arteta doing right because, like I said, we're not like all this hype of Arsenal's going to get battered, this and that. Like, put some respect on Arsenal's name. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our problem is not our defense. It really is not our defense. Our problem is our fucking attack.
Okay, Mourinho.
Yeah, our problem is that we have no noticeable striker. It's like it's you man are assholes. I swear that.
Bro, imagine if Arsenal over the 2 legs, right?
Yeah.
You defend brilliantly, and then you lose like 1-0, and then like what? Martinelli and Jesus. Oh, Jesus is injured. Martinelli misses like 3 sitters, and Saka would have scored at least 1. All of a sudden, you're like, bro, if we had played Saka, we had taken it into extra time, you could have. I'm just.
Nah, it's all right though, Prime. Don't worry, man.
Play him.
Don't worry, Prime. Don't win it next year, man.
You brought up the Reece James stuff, right? How many times have we seen Chelsea play Reece James in big games, and he's performed a masterclass for us? For me, like if this is Chelsea, I'm saying Saka has to be here if he's ready.
But you know what it is, Prime. Reece James doesn't fully rely on his pace. Not fully. So even now he's lost a bit of pace.
I know, but Saka's a smart enough footballer, bro. And plus, just having Saka on the field is a threat. Real Madrid, Mendy and Garcia are not good fullbacks, bro. Just having Saka on the field is a threat enough. Just having him there, that means Odegaard will perform better, bro.
Like I didn't bring him off the bench.
I'm saying if I'm the manager, this is what I would do, bro.
Like if there's a chance, Prime, you're gonna play him the second leg at least.
Yes,
there's a chance.
Yes,
yeah.
I think that he will play.
Second leg.
Honestly,
imagine if Arsenal
I wouldn't risk it.
I think you do, and also going to the Bernabeu, you need your home support. You need Arsenal fans are gonna have to be loud, bro. Imagine Saka coming on at half time. The noise,
but I get it. Yeah, Prime, I get what you're saying though, but playing him to risk him getting injured again, and he's not yet fully covered.
But why would he get? But why do you assume he'd get injured again?
No. I'm saying he's not yet fully recovered yet. Yeah, yes, he could be training. Doesn't mean he's fully recovered.
Yeah, I don't think he's fully recovered.
But it's not about being fully. Yeah, but it's not about being fully recovered or not. This is the Arsenal's biggest game of the season.
I would argue he hasn't been fully himself.
And he's 2.5 seasons, bro. And he's still been balling. So again, play him against Real Madrid. Don't play him the game after in the league. Who you play, I don't care. Just get him done against Real Madrid. Go through.
Bro, I'm telling you, the reason why I say I got injured playing sports, bro, and I took the risk of playing. And bro, I have an injury on my foot that still hurts me till this friggin' day because I was rushing to come back even when I was not fully healed, bro. So
I know, but this is not like you have to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Saka should be playing both legs. Like I'm saying, bring him on in the
full 90 minutes, like 10 to 15 to 20 minutes.
No, I'm saying you bring him on in the second half at the Bernabeu.
Yeah, the last half an hour or so.
Yeah, let him make an impact, and then if it can go in extra time, because like you're gonna need something, bro. What you want?
The problem is my problem. Sorry, Prime, man. My problem is I know how this Arteta guy plays, isn't it? So he's gonna have him tracking back and running down that wing every time. So he's gonna have those.
I know.
And he can, but I see where you're coming from, though. I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah, but also in these big games. Oh, that's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy. In these big games.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't lie. I hear it, though.
But in these big games, bro, adrenaline can take you over the line. I'm just saying, like, if this was Chelsea, like, I want Reece there, bro. I don't care if Reece hasn't played leading up to that game. If he's enough to play at the Bernabeu when you need him, you put him on. Play him, and then if Arsenal go through, then Saka doesn't have to play the rest of the Premier League games. You can just assess him when it's needed, and then just bring him on if you need him. But like, I'm just saying, this is what I would do. What Arteta's going to do is play him both legs and just run him. I'm saying be smart about it.
I don't think he's going to play him full game both legs. What I think he's going to do is play him a bit part, let's say the last 5-10 minutes in the first half, but play most of the second leg. and this is what I don't want. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't think he should be playing at all. Yeah, because of the injury that he's had. You know what I'm saying? He's a young player, and because of the severe injury, and if he gets injured in the same place, you know it's going to recur, come back every single season.
Look what happened to Jesus. How many times Jesus has to do surgery again for the same injury?
Doncy, let me ask you this, and this goes to all Arsenal fans as well, who are of the same thinking with Doncy, like Lee Gunner and stuff, right? This might sound bad.
Say it, man.
Would you be able to risk it for a Champions League? If you knock out Real Madrid, the path to the final, like, it is doable.
Yeah, but
are you willing to risk it?
No, but it's doable. But the thing is, nothing's guaranteed. If you're going to tell me,
it's not guaranteed, but I'm saying, like, say this is the scenario: you knock out Real, say you go beat Villa, and then you win the final. Like, this is the only way.
I wouldn't play with no one's career to win anything. Yeah, or to have that banter, because I'd rather him have a prosperous career. Even if he left Arsenal, I want him to do well, because you know what, he comes from good stock, right? Yeah. I wouldn't want any player to destroy their body, right, for anything. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him come back at nothing less than 90%. 85-90%. If he's got 85-90%, then play him. If he's not that, because of the injury and because of his career, he's 22. He's 22.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Next season we might even be even luckier, not get a Real Madrid or like a Barcelona. You get me? It's always next season.
I just don't think.
I told man, he's gonna stay next season.
I'll be real. I just don't think playing 45 plus, say, 30 of extra time. That's about like roughly 90 minutes. I don't think playing 90 minutes is just going to destroy him. What Arteta will do, playing both legs, that will destroy him. I'm saying be smart. Try and get the best.
Do you know what? It's the running that he's going to be doing in 45 minutes, because he's a player that likes to defend and attack, right? It's the kind of football that we play. You see, one thing that you say was right with, with all his hatred with us, was the fact that the way Arteta plays. Yeah, I see you now. It's the way Arteta plays. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible on our plays. This is why we either have Achilles or hamstring injuries.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Yes.
Achilles or hamstring injury.
And I'll say it again.
Running the other way, they're gonna have to sprint back.
There you go.
As soon as they get the ball, they're gonna have to sprint forward. Especially if they get caught on the counter,
I said again, predictability. Gabriel Jesus is injured again for the same injury, doing surgery again for the same injury.
You don't think Arteta, like, because what I would do is, like, you bring him on and just tell Saka to just stay up there. You don't need to track back.
But he's not going to do that, bro. He's going to tell him to do that. Okay, he's not going to do that.
Fair. Okay.
And I just don't know if Saka could do that. Like, if I'm a player, I can't not go all out.
I know, but I just think it's a thing of, like, bro, if Arsenal get knocked out and it's fine margins, all of a sudden,
even if he risk it, they go on a run, win the Champions League next season. Saka is done. Let's just say he's done. He can't play no more. Then what?
He can play at left back. You know them ones.
No.
Left back,
Fucking shameless.
hey, listen, they have Ranieri,
bro.
They have Ranieri, they can play right away.
No. Basically, I wouldn't risk him for like even no matter how much I want a Champions League title.
Yes.
I wouldn't risk it. I wouldn't risk this kid for a Champions League title, because that's what football's about.
Crazy. I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, but that's what I'm saying. It's your opinion, isn't it? Like, even though, like I said, like you're my brother, even though we beat you the other day, but it's all good, man. He's still angry about that.
Right now, what Champions League? He's your star boy, and y'all can't risk injuring your star boy again. That's why I say,
of course you can't.
Arteta has to go. For me, the best manager that could probably replace Arteta is Inter's manager, Inzaghi. Inzaghi. That's just my opinion, because when I watch Syria and I watch how Inter play sometimes, I don't watch Syria all the time. I kind of like how they play. You feel me? Arteta is not the guy.
Rasta, yeah. all 9 of us could do a better job than Arteta because we know that we need a striker. It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying?
Not
It's
true.
like
I'd buy another.
And that's
centre.
why. And
Yes.
that's why. Wait. And
No,
that's
I'd buy
why
another left back,
evil
man.
and
Another left
guys,
Yeah.
and that's why Arteta can never be like him. He can never be like him.
it's okay,
He's
AK.
a
Like
fool.
you're like AK,
How I knew
AK,
AK was
like
gonna do
you're
something like this.
AK, you're just like one of 15 City fans, so it's all good. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
him
You like
cook.
it loud.
Okay,
Like-
Let him
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay. I need that loss expeditiously so that you have no chance of a trophy at all this season.
Yeah, and then she can make.
Oh,
TikTok.
listen, look at Sunshine. Miri loves company.
Listen, exactly. Listen, Chelsea trying to leave out the mud. I'm trying to bring down as many people with us as possible. Okay, that's all I got
no,
left.
you
That's all I
lot
have
are
left.
cool with 13. You lot are okay with 13. Just stay in 13, stay humble, and all the rest of it. Let the top of the table talk.
Hey, like Trent said,
No. You take that back. You take it back, bro. You take it back, bro. Because
You man
you
are
know
closer
why?
to the bottom
You
than
know
you are
why?
to the top.
Every
You know
team
what?
go through it. I remember when y'all was in 15th. I remember when y'all was 15th.
Yeah. We wasn't in April with 15th. We wasn't in April trying to scrounge around for 40 points. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's worse. You not scrounging around for 40 points, or the lot scrounging around for food.
Sky, I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember this day. I'm gonna remember this day. The time he said this. I'm gonna come back on this panel, and he's going to get it. I swear down. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Nancy. Okay.
Saying something does nothing to me because his team still hasn't won anything. So I think it's nothing.
Wait. Hold on. So because you guys are Tenok should have stayed then because you guys won the trophy.
No.
Hell no. He should have fucking left. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna lie. Look,
Hell no. Hell no.
Winning trophy is all that matters.
Man.
Because winning trophy is all that matters.
Everything matters.
You can win a trophy and still lose your job. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. No. Sunshine's right. So does the opposite count as well? Can you not win a trophy and still keep your job? Does that count?
Arteta's doing it right now.
Arteta has.
And
he's signed a new contract.
Maurizio Sarri won Chelsea the Europa League and got sacked.
Well, no, he left.
No, but
Whatever.
he left because Chelsea fans were saying "fuck Sarri" for like.
And he wasn't a quote unquote Chelsea man or something like that.
Yeah, but Frank Lampard's a Chelsea man, and what did he do? Anyways.
That's high.
Wait a minute, Prime. Let me ask you a question. You have an accent. Are you Irish by any chance?
Yep.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say the wrong thing.
I grew up in Ireland. Yeah.
Okay.
And just like England, we both don't win shit. So.
Okay, so what part of Ireland are you from?
Dublin.
England just nick Ireland off their players.
Huh?
That's all.
Dublin.
Okay. So you're from that side. Okay.
Wait, Prime. Do you watch basketball?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you should be a Celtics fan because
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Wait, why should I be a Celtics fan?
You should.
Why should I be a Celtics fan?
That's fucked up.
I know, smooth.
Why should I be a Celtics fan? I don't know if that's an insult or not.
Because they're the
Boston Celtics.
They have the 4-leaf clover.
Yep.
Oh, leaf clover. That's why.
Ha. Okay.
They look at the Irish, yeah?
That laugh.
They look at the Irish, yeah?
Yes, sir. Man, to Scotland, by the way.
I mean, we might need that for the NBA championship, so you know.
No, Shamrock Rovers. Shamrock Rovers, in it.
Yeah. Hey, AK. We both won a 4-peat, bro. Yeah. All you guys hold that.
How many more players will England take off Ireland?
Yeah, because
England will take a player off Ireland and still not win anything, bro. So.
England take a player off every country there is out there. Let's just go through the players right now. It is where it is, isn't it? They're the original thieves.
Is this colonization? Is that what this is?
Yeah, it is, of course.
Listen, bro. Speaking of that, bro. I'm Jamaican, bro, and honestly, I can't believe that in the Jamaican passport, it says allegiance to such and such and such and such and such. Although I don't have a Jamaican passport no more, but when I was looking at it the other day, I'm like, nah, man, we need to move on from this. But you know,
because we're part of the Commonwealth, that's why.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of star boys that are left-footed, how's Ahmad doing?
Progressing well.
You don't worry about Ahmad, bruv. Why you want to know? Why? Why you want to know about Ahmad?
Yeah, we want to know.
Why you want to know about Ahmad?
We want to know. How's he doing?
Ahmad is doing fine in recovery, bruv. He's doing fine, bruv.
Why do I want to know about Ahmad? Because he's a
why?
Player. He's a talented wing back, bro.
And yeah, continue.
He's a talented wing back.
I'm listening.
He's a talented wing back.
Ahmad is doing just fine in recovery. Yeah. Next question. Yeah. Okay. Other than Ahmad,
I don't know why you're getting pressed.
I am not getting pressed, bro. I'm just answering your question. This is how I talk.
Wait, hold on. I didn't actually want to ask you United fans a question.
I'm telling you.
This is how I talk. What's the next question, Prime?
I just want to know how Ahmad's doing. Because we were talking about Star.
Ahmad is doing fine, Prime. He's doing fantastic. You know, he's doing fine. He's doing great. Fantastic.
Yeah, because you missed the win back.
Can I ask you a question? I want to ask.
There's only one Prime.
Yeah.
So like, no troll. Why did Fergie spend like no money in those last couple of years when he was at your club, bro? And then like
because the Glazers didn't back him.
But then, like the second after he left, y'all were just like wasting money on nonsense.
Bro, we had 80 million. We got 80 million for Ronaldo. We didn't even spend it properly.
Bro, then I'm saying like no, but I meant more like bro, like I distinctly remember what like 2014 y'all spent what like 200 mil.
No, we didn't. Oh, you're talking about 2014-15? Yeah, we did.
No, I'm saying if y'all had that much money like right after he wasn't there anymore, what the hell was going on for those 4 years?
Yeah, but do you not notice with the Glazers, they only spend money when United are not playing Champions League football.
Exactly.
Thank you, back in the Champions League. And then when they're in the Champions League, they don't spend money, and then
don't spend no money.
Champions League,
bro,
and they have to spend to get back
into it.
Same applies
to Arsenal. They only spend properly when they're in the Europa League.
Mm-hmm.
Same applies to even Chelsea. You guys spend quite.
Well, no. To be fair, we just waste money regardless.
Right last summer.
Chelsea just be throwing it down. Like...
On another note,
speaking of throwing money down, Don C, when are you gonna buy? What players are you buying from Chelsea this summer?
Yeah, do you want Nacho? Do you want Nacho?
Sterling. Can you make?
Do you know what it is? No. Don't what we do, man. We could take Cole Palmer. We could take Cole Palmer. And we could
you can take Neto.
Plus,
bro, Neto,
plus
bro, I'm telling you, bro. Neto was way better than Gabriel Martinelli on everything, bro.
Prime, they're gonna take Nkunku.
Well, Nkunku, you need to strike.
Okay. Do you know who I think Arsenal's gonna buy this season? And I'm not even joking.
Rashford. Yes,
Rashford.
Let's go.
You know what? No. Okay, the reason why I say that is because if you look at Arsenal's history, not even Arsenal, if you look at Arteta and what he does, yeah, he tried to shoot. He's a save-a-hole manager. That's what he is.
Don't see if I see this at the Emirates, bro. If I see like this, bro, it's peak, bro. It's peak.
Bro,
we just starts pointing at his cranium for no reason.
Honestly, I don't see Arsenal doing that though, because if our club, since Rashford got called up for England, we're gonna up the price and blah 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 blah. I don't see Arsenal doing that.
Rasta, we bought Havertz, we bought Willian. Yeah, why can't you see this? I don't get it. We like to buy these.
I know my club, bro. We're gonna hike up the price for the most money, and the other clubs are gonna be like, "No, we're not doing it."
Okay, how much? Okay, he's got a year left on his contract. Yeah, how much do you think? How much do you think you're gonna sell it for?
The club want to sell him for at least 40 to 45 million.
45 million. We bought Havertz for 65 mil. He's dog shit. He scored one goal in 17. We spent 65 million on Havertz. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Like this is
bro,
like
I just know the predictability of my club, bro. I know the predictability. They're gonna nick up the price, bro. Like I know Man United, bro. This is what we do, bro. Listen, we sell bad and we buy expensive. for no reason, bro.
And
I would argue that we're not doing that anymore.
Don't see his club.
No. I would say we're not.
His club didn't accept 60 mil for
Hmm.
Garnacho. His club saw 60 mil for Garnacho and said, "No, we can do better."
Yeah, I know, I get it, but this is Rashford, someone that they've wanted to get rid of a long time. Because Rashford's wages, he's on what is it, 250?
Yeah.
How much is Garnacho on? 100 or 90? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. 50. So literally, there's 200 bags in between. Of course, they're going to keep Garnacho. Garnacho's a lot younger as well. Rashford, they've been wanting off the books for ages. And out of all of our clubs here, because we're all a top club, we're all a top team here. We ain't got no Tottenham supporters, so we can talk real football out here. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. Out of all our teams, which team does this? Everyone's going to point the finger at me and Macy. Which team does this? Which team literally year after year buys a disappointment? And the thing is, we
remember I predicted the Sterling thing last summer. Remember?
You did. Yeah.
Before the rumors even
so let me ask you a question. Y'all want to keep Sterling or send him back?
I did not want him. I do not, bro. Mate, bro, if I had my way, I will fucking send Arteta back to City. You know what I'm saying? First class. Yeah. I'll pay for the travel. I'll pay for the plane ticket. You know what I'm saying? Send him back. Send Zinchenko with him and an injured fraud Jesus with him as well.
City was smart.
Only thing I can say though, right, Sunshine. I give Ineos credit on certain things that they've done, but I'm yet to see the bigger picture that they're trying to work on and sell us as a fan, because I'm telling you, the two major mistakes they made already, Sunshine. Keeping Ten Haram.
That's the main one.
Yeah. And the Dan Ashford thing. So that's complete waste of money right there. So for me, let's see what happens in this transfer window, because we all know the transfer window is open up early this summer and it's gonna close again.
They have that 6-day break, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So my thing is, this is a test for me. If those frauds do nothing in this transfer window.
No, they are. I'm sorry. Like, from the players that we've signed with them and what they've done player wise, I'm actually happy with what they've done.
No. Sunshine, I get it, but I'm saying this transfer window here is the real test. For me, summer transfer window is the real test. That winter window, but the summer is the real test. And if these frauds do nothing,
and Mazraoui and Xerxes this last summer, so I'm okay with those.
I mean, they're good players, but I'm like saying this is the real test right here. Like for me, this is the real test.
What type of players are you expecting to get?
Yeah,
because I want
to. I know at this point, I know we ain't gonna get no world class players, but I don't want us to buy no shit players, bro.
But the question
because we have shit players like Linda Soft, Mason Mount, Baby Shaw, all of these little.
You have
not like James Corden.
You actually are. Baby Shaw thing is true, because the window United had last summer, right? I keep saying it. If it was the Glazers, everyone would be saying it's a typical Glazer window, because you did have a typical Glazer window.
It is.
Well, because again, they were Eric Ten Hag was there, so they were still recruiting for him.
No, they weren't recruiting. No, but they weren't though. You had a typical Glazer
they gave him
window.
but they gave him a year extension.
But you had a typical Glazer window, bro. You did.
No, but
bringing in someone like Delit is what the Glazers would do. Pick up Omar. Bringing in someone like Delit is what the Glazers would do.
Say that price one more time, Fred.
Bringing in a player like Delit and Lenny Yoro is what the Glazers would do. You overspending on a young player like Lenny Yoro is what you guys did with Martial and Depay.
I don't know. I don't think it was too. I mean, Lenny Yoro.
I'm not saying he's not good, by the way, but you did overspend on him. You've done this stuff before, and like for me, it's all to Ineos to prove us wrong by having a great window this summer. But the fact you guys did nothing in January, and the manager that you brought in when you should have brought him in the summer and you didn't, again, I have no reason to really trust what's going on.
And for me, so far, when I did the math and how much money of revenue we made in the Europa League, if my corrections is right, that's about £12 million so far, right? And I'll hear our CEO said if we do nick the win and win the Europa League, we could get more money to spend. So they have a budget for without Champions League football, and they have a budget with Champions League football. But I just whether I want to know this, right? I want to know what quality of players we're getting, because everybody linking us all to Gyökeres. We don't have Gyökeres money. We don't.
That's the thing. I believe you do, but the question you should be asking is what players are you going to get rid of? Because that's more important than bringing in players right now. Is getting rid of your dead wood. Because
I can tell you, Rashford, Lindelof, Baby Shaw.
No. Realistic, I said. That's what I said. Realistic.
Realistically. Okay. Fucking hell, Anthony.
The one that's gonna bring you money. That's the thing.
And Anthony. Fuck. I really gotta think about this.
What about Casemiro? Casemiro's salary.
I mean, I don't. Casemiro has a year left on his contract, so him. Fucking hell.
So now you see why I said that.
Fucking hell.
You're gonna let him go as a free agent.
Because it's like I said, it's not who you want to come in, it's who realistically is going to leave or realistically you're going to sell. Because it's pointless you not buying anyone of any like class in this team, because they're not going to change the fortunes around.
Are you mad that Madrid lost? Why do you look like this?
Omar.
Big up.
Omar. He has the shades on. He has the shades on. He has the shades on. He's not happy.
Hello, Madrid, Omar.
Another Barca fan for you to cook now.
Sorry about
Sunshine, this is not the day, okay? Don't let me go.
You're saying you're shameless, you know.
You know I can be shameless. You know I can be shameless. Don't let me do that to you when United lose, because we know they will lose very soon. I'll be there.
Hey, listen.
Just saying.
We're being forced, okay?
Okay.
Oh, by the way, we've also got a Tottenham fan on.
You don't need to have this much energy.
Who is this Spurs fan? Who? Who's Spurs fan? Him?
Wait, what's your name?
On play that, Spurs are winning the league next year.
Okay.
Oh my God! No!
I'm telling about right there.
Bro, hold on. I have a serious question. I have a serious question to ask.
It is Davian's.
I have a serious question to ask, bro. Of all the teams in the Premier League, why Spurs? Why?
Yeah, I don't want to go into that. Not gonna lie, I'll crash out.
Is it because of Son?
This is a sickness.
Can I just say, by the way, Don C is such a fraud. He wanted to take the pressure from Arsenal. He threw it on
exactly. Don C, Madrid
bro.
Hey, lads, we were just talking about Barcelona.
Very confused.
What the hell?
We have a Tottenham fan coming here saying he's a shameless Bayern fan, but then his background.
Because Omar knows Bayern owns his club. Omar better pray Bayern does not beat Inter Milan. That's all.
I mean, you got all this talk, but it's funny. It's funny because you have all this talk. You have all this talk, but guess what, bro? When I saw you earlier this season, bro, what happened? Want to talk about that? Yeah, I didn't think so.
I mean, Barcelona did beat Bayern, yes.
Exactly, bro.
They beat them
expeditiously. I've already seen my team. Okay, listen. You guys nearly got knocked out by Celtic. Okay, don't let that
Omar. He's talking about Bayern owning clubs.
Bayern almost lost today. Not gonna lie, just like Madrid, but I'm just saying.
Bayern battered Spurs, no? Bayern not battered Spurs.
Because I'm a shameless Kane fan. I want Kane to win the Ballon
d'Or. Bro. My thing is, I still can't. I'm still processing that he's a Spurs fan, bro.
No one cares about no Spurs, bro.
So why you support them?
Yeah, I get it. So
why do you support them?
No, Rasta.
My club. I'm not gonna lie. We don't gotta go into that.
He went from Spurs to Bayern. His Kane move.
Everywhere they go.
Yeah, they get battered everywhere they
Oh
go.
my God, bro! There's a Spurs fan.
Let's be real though. We can't really say anything because they did a hat trick on us this season.
I understand that, and I accept a loss. You feel me? But at the same time,
Frankfurt about
they're Spurs. What have they done? What have they done?
Rasta, what you don't understand, Rasta, what you don't understand, the life of a Spurs fan is.
Won Aldi Cup. Let's go.
No, but Rasta, what you don't understand is the life of a Spurs fan. So long as they are able to beat City, United, Arsenal, or Chelsea.
Hey, congrats to Newcastle,
by
the way. They won a trophy before us. Officially a bigger club than us, but I already knew that. So congrats to them. But it's not about that. Yeah, it's not.
What is it about that?
It's about Bayern. Don't let us win the Champions League because I'm gonna talk a lot of shit.
Every club is bigger than
but you just said you're a Spurs fan. You can't be jumping from club to club, bro. You can't be doing that.
It's because of Kane and Dyer. If they win the Champions League, all of you guys can hold that. Except for Man U fans and Man City fans. But Arsenal fans, you can hold that. Yeah? Arsenal fans.
Bro, win something as a Chelsea. I mean, as a Spurs fan, and then talk to me. Hey, mate. There's levels, yeah. Let me break it down to you, yeah. There's tables. Bro, you haven't won a trophy in your life. You've won one. You've won the same thing as Birmingham, yeah. You see your chest. Right now, you got a pigeon chest. We're rolling with double D's out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need an A cup.
Okay,
Big up. Hold on, Nancy. 2008 is when I seen my club lift the Champions League. And 2008, they won a League Cup. And other than that,
we're still not going to win anything.
That's why I said, yeah, they are as big as Birmingham. Birmingham that got relegated won the Carling Cup. That's what it was called back then.
Yeah, that's why.
And they want to talk to people like us. You lot are in the big six here because you lot are like a bad smell. You lot just don't go away.
Can I just interject for a second, right?
Congrats, Don. See
all this Spurs fans. I'll say this about Spurs, right? Listen,
I'm sure all the Spurs fans came here and just just came in and took violence.
Yeah, Man United in the bad year won the FA Cup.
Bro, this guy is just.
You're a Spurs fan. Tell me your accolades. Don't tell me. Okay, tell me something that you done.
Can I just say this very quickly, right? You listen. Here's the thing, bro. Over talking people doesn't make you right. I feel like some people, when they at the end of the day, bro,
facts.
Like, being louder than somebody doesn't make you correct. You're still terrible.
Where did he go? Where did he run to? He ran?
Probably not. What I was going to say about Spurs is, what I was going to say about Spurs, Prime.
When it comes to Spurs, hold on. When it comes to Spurs and Arsenal, like the only reason why they're relevant is because of Arsenal and your rivalry. So
facts. This is why Spurs are not invited to the party.
But don't see,
y'all collected 6 points off of them this season.
But Arsenal's the reason why the Spurs smell exists. Get rid of the smell.
No, bro. The reason why the Spurs smell exists is because we came from Southwest London to North London, and they can't get over it. That's what I'm saying. We popped their bubble. And they hate us for that. But it's okay. Like I said, when they win something, that's where we can have a conversation. Until then, I'm not going to little brother you. I'm going to treat you like my cousin. Shut up, go to bed.
Bro, the worst thing for me is when it comes to Spurs, right? I said it before, bro. The last time Spurs won a trophy, bro, I think I might have been on 7th grade or 6th grade, bro.
me too, bro.
I wasn't born that time when they won a trophy.
Like, bro, no. So, Sunshine, the last time Spurs won the league, you know who was the Ballon d'Or winner? You know who was the current Ballon d'Or winner? It was Saka.
Yeah.
It was Saka. Okay. All right. Yeah. This was the last time Spurs won a trophy. AC Milan were champions of Europe. You understand what I'm saying? Right? The last time Spurs won a trophy, ladies and gentlemen, Ronaldinho was still playing for Barcelona, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's right.
Ronaldinho and Deco were still playing for my club around that time.
Yeah.
And Manchester, by the way, the last time Spurs won the league, Manchester United, or Cristiano Ronaldo was going on a Ballon d'Or season. And that was the last time they won a trophy. So Spurs fans, just remember, man. Listen, the last time your club won the league, this is the last one I'm gonna say. Last time you guys won a league title. Last time you guys won a trophy, because a league title, we're not even getting into that, okay, bro? All right, my mom wasn't even born the last time you guys won.
I'm telling you, fam.
So we're not getting into that. Last time you guys won a trophy, bro. My little sister, my younger sister, wasn't even born. She's about to finish high school.
Ooh,
and you guys
wow.
still not won a trophy.
Very
So
good.
yeah, our whole lifetime she's never seen Spurs.
Hey, now
win a
according to
trophy.
Don
So
C,
there we
the
go.
last time Spurs won a trophy was 1950s because he doesn't really care about Cup or the FA Cup. So I don't.
No, I didn't say that. No, you're taking what I'm saying out of context.
Hey, Spurs.
Like
I'm just saying, don't let Kane win the Ballon d'Or now.
Okay, but what's he gonna do? Is he gonna borrow that trophy to Spurs? He's gonna be like, yeah, I spent a few years at Spurs, so I'm gonna borrow you this trophy, and I want it back by next season because your trophy cabinet is bare. Do you know what it is? Yeah, as a Spurs fan, just be happy you have Beyonce at your stadium. Just be happy you got Taylor Swift at your stadium. Just be happy that F1 and all the rest of the crap has come to your stadium, and Chris Brown has got to your stadium. Just be happy that people that's actually won something is at your stadium.
Just be happy you
Let the adults
as
talk.
your manager, yeah.
Don't see you make that joke about you make that joke about Kane borrowing them the Ballon d'Or, but let's be real. That's what Spurs fans do.
Yeah,
Bale's Champions Leagues. Spurs got to share it in their cabinet for a few
Bro,
days.
don't forget. Madrid took Gareth Bale and Modric from Spurs, and they went on to win magnificent titles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Spurs do? They sell their best players. They don't keep their best players. They sell them.
Right?
Like my team bought Teddy Sheringham, Dimitar Berbatov.
So Campbell.
So Campbell.
People Kyle Walker.
Yes, Kyle Walker.
That should end the conversation right there.
Congrats, Spurs are the Farmers Club. Congrats, guys.
No, even Farmers Club. That's what this Farmers Club. Yeah, farmers are useful. At least they grow crops.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's why Arsenal are the ultimate bottlers, because Spurs will never be relevant.
Mate, we got a bottle to even bottle. You haven't got nothing. You've got dust and glass. That's all you have. Dust and glass.
The reason why Arsenal are bottlers because we expect them to win things. We don't expect Spurs to win anything.
Exactly.
That's
we don't.
but that's the thing. But that's what I was about to even get to, bro. When it comes to Arsenal, the reason why people throw Arsenal is because Arsenal is supposed to be good. Arsenal actually is supposed to be winning stuff.
Exactly.
Nobody expects anything. Nobody expects anything from Spurs. That's why when you guys do it, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Spurs bottle it." All right, cool.
Exactly. It's not a big deal. When Arsenal bottle it, it's the biggest deal in the world because you guys expect to win things and you end up like us.
That's nobody's radar.
Chat to me when you win a trophy, Don C. How about that?
Mate, talk to me when you win something. Anything.
But this is the thing, though. In the latest, we're in the 2000s, right? We're in the 2000s. In the 2000s, Arsenal has won something. In the 2000s,
no. Okay, can I put this to bed? Because did you know Tottenham fans, they like to take things from other people. They gave us Sol Campbell so we could win the gold trophy. Let's borrow it to them, yeah? Everyone with a player that's from Spurs through the 2000s, let's borrow them a trophy just to make them happy, to make them feel relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's like when your little cousin's crying. You give them a hug, a pat on the back, it's okay. Go to sleep now. We're good. You know what I'm saying?
The Premier League that Michael Carrick won is for Spurs as well, by the way.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So, like I said, Spurs have won everything at all of our clubs. Yeah, bro, everyone's free the club, man. Spurs are a joke, innit?
Except my club, Spurs don't sell us their players, so it's not my club.
Yeah.
We win our trophies.
Go ahead and we're gonna get ready to close things out here. It's been 3 hours, which is great because it hasn't felt like 3 hours for me.
3 hours.
It hasn't.
3 hours. I loved it.
Yeah, it was great. Everyone who does have a channel, and if I've missed you, please let me know. So, Yasir, Omar, A. Kevin, SK's is up there as well. Their names are in the title, so please subscribe and show them some love as well for being on the panel with me for this.
One sub away from 170 subs. Let's get
nice. And we're gonna before we go, if you do have a channel, please let us know what you got coming up next. Thank you guys really for joining. It really I don't know how to say this, but it's always nerve-wracking when you do something like this because you don't know if anyone's going to show up. But I really appreciate that you guys are here.
I like this.
Thank you, Scott.
I like it.
Before you close it, Scott, from the first day I came across your channel, and within the first 20 to 30 seconds, I'm like, yo, she knows exactly what she's talking about. And the main thing that you do, you engage with the audience. Engagement.
She knows what she's
Engagement
talking
is
about.
key
Even
thing.
when she, even when she says,
I like that.
Even when she says Bruno's world class, she knows what she's talking about.
Prime, don't even start because you know I don't say that.
Hey, Sky, guys, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal and United, you better win, yeah, because if you don't,
okay,
I'm gonna come with the heaviest cooking. I'm gonna come with the ingredients, yeah. So don't lose.
Are you winning the FA Cup?
Speaking for a team that got knocked out of no, y'all in another competition. Let me not say that.
Yeah, just beat your
right now.
charges.
No one can chat to him, innit? He's won.
Yeah.
Man said beat your charges.
Just beat your charges.
Hey, I will say if you guys do end up having to pay for your charges, we will have a stream for that day. Just so you know.
Yeah, I will be there.
Answer for your crimes.
Oh yeah. You know what? Come on.
Praying on your downfall.
Have it.
Just like I
Let's
have
have it.
2012.
Let's have it.
Hey, Kevin, Yasir, Omar, if you guys have anything coming up, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know. Tomorrow is Eid, and I probably would.
Oh, Mubarak to you.
Appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the Barca game. If I can, I will. But I will be doing the Roma. I'm sorry, the Napoli AC Milan game later on during the day. Okay. And also, guys, a lot of new stuff coming out on my happening on my channel this week, guys. I started 2 new shows. I did the FCB show, which is the Bayern Munich Barca show. I have the Blaugrana Bianconeri show, which is every Friday. Guys, I'm going to be adding some new shows as well. It's not just that, guys. So my channel is going to be like very, very active. Obviously, watch along True Ballers FC. It's regular on the channel, guys. Like Prime are always there. But yeah. Sunshine, we're definitely going to have you on the True Ballers FC show soon. We're definitely going to have you on that.
Inshallah.
We don't really have like a United representative, but one of these days you're going to be invited.
Yo, Omar, get me on the Premier League show, man. I'll definitely.
Oh yeah, and Omar, inshallah.
Inshallah, bro. Inshallah. Appreciate, like Sunshine just mentioned. Listen, appreciate every single one of you guys who are always out here supporting us. At the end of the day, this is the thing. Like Sunshine is like, you know what it is, Sunshine. Like if you remember, like where we all started. Like at the end of the day, I was like, I came in like a few months just after you just came in. I remember like when we were like on like what 400 subscribers, 500 subscribers. It's crazy because you just hit 2K and I'm currently on the 3K. It's crazy like how the trajectory, like how our channels have been growing. So appreciate all the people out here who keep supporting our channels. Obviously, make sure you guys help Sunshine get to 3K soon, guys. At the end of the day, listen, the plan is hitting 10K by the World Cup next year. Me and Sunshine will already be beyond 10K. But appreciate you guys, man.
And by the way, speaking of World Cup, Germany winning that, bro. Germany's winning that.
We'll talk about that another day. Hey, Kevin? You got anything?
Yeah. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to all these wonderful people here. You know, it was great having you guys on. And obviously, once again, thank you once again for showing love to.
And now he wants to be nice.
To what happened yesterday about the earthquake. I understand it was a difficult situation.
Hey, Kevin, I hope you stay safe.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay, man. I'm okay. My community are okay. It's more Myanmar, like I said. But yeah, it was scary. I was just lying on my bed, and all of a sudden, it just started shaking. I was like, "What's going on?" And
oh my god!
So, bro, so how long you was in Thailand?
I lived here all my life, bro. I've been in the same house, same city all my life, bro. I've not changed anywhere. So wait, your English is damn good, bro. I studied international school. That's why.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why. But yeah, big up to everyone for showing love, and obviously I'm one sub away from 170 subs. I'll definitely get some of you guys on my show soon. And Don C, I'm waiting for you to put on a channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all are actually.
No, don't see on your channel when they got knocked out against Real Madrid, bro.
We'll have a stream for that too. We'll have a stream for that
too. And as for me, my channel is on hiatus. I don't know when I'm gonna start it back up. It's on hiatus because my life is too busy at the moment. Feel me? Too busy, but
I wonder
it's on hiatus.
I wonder what will make a comeback first. Your channel or Ahmad?
Okay.
Or maybe Ronaldo.
Yo, you know what? Yes, thank you, Sky. Bench that fool. Bench that fool.
Do you got any streams coming up before we close out?
Seek help, bro.
I should seek help, bro. You're 13th, bro. Don't talk to me.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Hey, we won a trophy.
Yeah, man. Subscribe to Yasa TV.
Well done.
I'll probably do an Eid stream tomorrow. I'll see if we get people on and that.
Okay.
Just like a, you know what I'm saying, just like a chatting stream. But yeah, man, I got a match preview coming out soon for obviously the Spurs game, and then yeah, man, I'm gonna do the Spurs watch along as well. So yeah, man, we are trying to do things on there. But yeah, thank you for having me on, Sunshine. Big up to everyone on the panel. And yeah, man, make sure you subscribe to Sunshine as well, man.
Yeah, thank you. And big up again to Chelsea's Perspective for the super chat saying we were Mud Brothers, but we moved on. You know, you did leave us. It's okay, but I have a feeling you're return soon. But yeah, sub to everybody. We are actually going to redirect to Flawless. So if you could put Sunshine Rain in the chat, you know, Flawless is a fraud, anything along those lines, I would.
We hate Tottenham.
That.
Yes.
We hate Tottenham. Sunshine Rain.
The Winter Soldier. That works as well.
It.
All right, guys.
Have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, my queen.